evening, and welcome to the Hobby Corner. My name's Kev, and how you doing? It's Monday. No, it's not. It's Friday. Oh fuck, I'm already confused. That's a great start to the show. It's Friday. That's a hobby hangout, and what a week it's been. It's been absolutely mental. But enough about me. Let me know what you guys have been up to. How your week's been, what you got planned tonight, hobby wise or otherwise, and what you're doing this weekend. Also, make sure you get some questions together as well, because we have a very special guest today. We actually have this very strange fellow called Travis Reeves. I'm not sure if you heard of him before, but apparently he's someone that's been on the internet for a bit. He knows Luke, apparently. Who knew? But yeah, there's his face. So welcome, Travis.
Hello. I've got two screens now. This could get confusing.
Oh.
Because you're talking on my iPad, but it's not caught up with. There I go. I'm there now. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Oh, that camera's horrific. No, oh God, what is wrong with my camera? Like, your computer cannot deal with my camera.
No, oh well, I mean, it's shocking, isn't it? I think it's just because Google Meets is just reducing it as much as possible. But hey, look, at least I look good for a change.
Fantastic. That's just not on.
It's my show, bitch.
Google has fucked me in the ass. Yeah, I'm going to swear a lot tonight, so...
Oh, that's fine. That's partly why I changed the time to 9 o'clock. Was one, because the kids were quite unpredictable and I kept running late, getting them in bed and stuff like that. But also, I could just swear away. And, you know, it technically, even though it's the internet and no one gives a shit, it's still watershed. So...
They get upset, don't they? People still get butthurt about it.
Yeah.
On brand and shit like that. I'm not about that life. I've got some questions for you. I've got some questions for you tonight as well, actually, Kev. I want your opinion on some things. I've become mildly opinionated about certain things in the hobby, so I might put these to you. I might put you on the spot and absolutely ruin everything for you.
Oh no, don't! You'll get me cancelled.
These are some difficult questions.
Well, luckily I have got a solid fan base here of people who don't
give a shit.
They don't give a shit. You know, at the end of the day, sticks and stones and all that bullshit. And you're gonna hear things that you don't agree with in life. That's just life. People have different opinions and different experiences, and we even though a lot of us have got different opinions on things, we all respect each other for it, and we can all agree that that's your view and this is my view, and you know, as long as you're not passing it as facts, we're all good. But if you pass your feelings on as facts, then we're gonna have a problem, because feelings aren't facts.
But facts don't care about feelings. That's the point. So if you tell someone a fact and you get butthurt about it, that's on them.
Yeah, I mean, because you know, anything could be offensive and anyone can be offended. I mean, like right now, your face is offending me horribly, because the quality of the camera is just disgusting, man. I thought you being a pro.
I'm really using the camera on my Google Meet. It looks.
Did you not just get yourself in serious debt learning how to use cameras properly?
Yeah, I've been at university all day learning how to use studio fucking lighting, which is boring as shit. And then I spent 2 hours taking photos of buildings.
I don't even know how to get lighting right. I just got a big box light up above me, from hanging off the top of the cupboard in front of me, and I got a shitty little lamp there just for some visuals. But that's it, man. Mood lighting. I hadn't turned the big light off, actually. There we go, made all the difference.
Yeah, it might just be my internet. Because
I mean, it is just a little less pixelated, but you know, northern internet is shite anyway.
Yeah, apparently shite.
Yeah, you're not feeding the hamsters.
Northern internet's fucking wanking it.
Yeah, all that PlusNet bullshit.
they are actually pretty good plus net. Are we in for a long time? Like, not plus net. Let's not fucking go too far.
Yeah. Well, I'm stuck with Sky at the moment. Bullshit.
Fucking thieving Robert Murdoch. Fuck.
Yeah.
We're just gonna end up moaning about everything and anything all night for 2 hours, aren't we?
That's best bit of being British, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck him.
So
Fuck
what
her.
are you actually
Fuck it all.
working on tonight then? Let's get a bit of hobbying, right? Because
Well, first of all, let's have a look and say hello to the chat. 'Cause can't ignore them.
Chat.
They're the reason why we're here.
Lopez is in chat. Yeah, he's always in there.
So we had Scroggy straight in there first saying hello. He's got to catch up tomorrow. Cheers, man. We got Lupus Canis, as always, absolute champion of champions. We got Andrew Milligan. How you doing? We got Gunstar Hero. How'd you do? We also got Void Captain Bazooka with his crazy detailed SD card work. Have you seen that? It's mental.
No, I haven't.
Absolutely.
I've not been on Discord group or anything. Like
Follow him on Instagram. I'm telling you, the shit that he does, it's near microscopic. It's absolutely mental. We got Nightbot as well. How you doing? And we got G, the Hyper Sapien. How you doing, bro?
Focus issue. Hang on, let's try this again.
It just reminded me of an old lady. Like, I can't find the remote.
Jabbing at TV.
Yeah, jabbing at TV. I'm missing the 6 o'clock news.
Oh, thing is, it's picking focus up on tripod now.
Yeah. Oh.
I've had an absolute.
I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if it's the hair that's throwing the proportions out. But have you always had a long face, or is it just
No? It has
cameras?
Squeezed it. It did that because I tested it first, and it squeezed the life out of it. I don't know if.
Okay.
It might be resolution. I can't even change it because I'm like computers up over there. I don't even care that much, to be honest.
No, I mean, as long as we can hear you,
anyway.
we don't have to look at you. Just have to hear you.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, everyone. Just like a piece of paper.
I mean, they don't look at me most of the time either. Unless I'm rolling dice, in which case they're on it. They're like, "Oh, I saw you flick the switch for the magnets on the dice," and it's like, man, like, you think I got that kind of budget? I can't.
Don't you know everyone's poor now?
Yeah.
Just come in.
Well, I never stopped being poor, so it's no change for me.
I've got 7 kids, and I'm a student.
Yeah. Hey, Badfish, how you doing, mate? I think the volume is a bit low on voice. Okay, that's fine. I can just pop that up a bit. So just everyone in the chat, just let us know how Travis comes across. If you give us a big "I'll do."
How do, bastards?
There you go. That's your sound test.
I might, that's it. I might do that as my new intro. That now.
Right.
Instead of now, then everybody being polite. How do, bastards?
I'll do, bastard.
Just shout with.
I know my favourite way of saying bastard is like Sean Bean. Bastard.
Yeah. Bastards.
Bastard.
Absolute bastard. Yellow bastards.
You bastard. I just love it because it's in there with the over pronunciation. Bastard.
Yeah.
You know?
I use that meme constantly. Like, it's one of my favourite ones to use.
Oh, there's Void Captain. Have you always had a long face? Kev's Book of Tact 2021.
It's a good job Northerners don't get offended easily.
Kev's internet is sapping Travis's quality. All right. Jeez.
It might. I don't know what I don't, honestly. I've not got my soft filter on or anything, so I don't know what's going off tonight. I just kind of ran in. I've been busy, and I kind of threw it all together at last. It's got to be Google. It's got to be Google Meets because, like, I can see my picture on my screen, and it looks crystal clear. Yeah,
it's just where it's crossing the internet. But I remember I did tell you that there's been reported outages all across Europe for Google. So that includes YouTube, Google Meets, Gmail, all that crap.
Conspiracy theory, what they're hiding. Whenever something goes down, they're hiding something. Government plot.
What's going on? What's going down? Right, so tonight I haven't got any bin juice. It is a weird tradition, but I've got this from a viewer, Goblin Gaming, absolute legend. He bought this off of Amazon for me after we were joking around about aliens taking the bins out for me and stuff like that. No. So it's sort of been like the unofficial mascot of the show. And I refer to a cup of tea as bin juice just because, you know, if it goes cold, it's bloody horrible. But
See,
if you have it in a flask
now,
with milk,
fine.
it smells like bin juice as well.
It's because you're from down south. You can't make tea properly.
Oh,
you
no.
just don't know how.
I know how to make tea. Don't worry.
I bet you don't. I bet I would come to your house and I would be immensely disappointed with the cup of tea that you gave me, and I guarantee it for a fact. Like it's just.
Look, unless you're into that loose tea shit, right?
No.
Yeah, well then
it's
we're
just
good.
the water down south's just not right. It's really not.
Oh, we got hard water.
No, you've got soft water.
No. I'm in the Thames Valley. I've got hard water.
All right.
Chalky hills.
You've got fucking sewage water.
With that as well, yeah. Anyways, just for those ASMR fans.
Ooh. I saw you pull that one out, and like I've just finished my cup of tea, but as always, this could end up getting really messy. I've got a load of vodka and whiskey to one side.
I'm just having one, but
I don't drink anymore.
I never drink. Let's turn up the gain so you lot can hear the bubbles. Ooh. How lovely is that?
I have.
What you got yourself? Oh, you got yourself some cordial.
Cider.
Lovely. Some squash.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said cordial.
Bottle of cider. It goes down easy, and
it does go down easy.
I can't. I won't get too drunk.
There we go. Well, I'm just having the one just to chill out. Otherwise, I get messy.
I'm actually talking about this other day.
Have a good night, G. Hang on, he's trying to go. I swear it's like the middle of the day where he is.
Where is he from?
He's in Australia.
So what's he do? Is he going to bed? Is he waking up?
But he's between 11 and 13 hours, depending where you are. Right, so he's got to be nearly midday.
Going to work.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If it's 11 hours...
Well, it's a Saturday, isn't it?
It's so. 8... Oh, yeah. It's 8 o'clock. If it's 13, it's closer to dinner time.
Yeah. Cheers. Clink, clink.
Cheers.
Oh, that tastes so weird in that mug. Anyway, so Brian Bacon. No. Up north, the curse of choice is cunt. Just FYI. Oh no, that's the choice down here as well. I think it's a universal English.
Actually, I'd have said that was more of a southern one. To be fair.
Well, we drop it.
Thick Cockney accent. You fucking can.
You fucking
can't. It's CANT. Can't. You can't.
No, that depends where in the south. If you're in like a east end sort of side of London, then it's more like this, right? You fucking can. You slag, right? If you're from the west side of London, like me, then it's you cunt. You know, it sounds a bit more posher, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's still south. You absolute cunt. Hey, we got Daniel Brown in here, and we also got Spud as well.
Spud's in.
Yay! Let's. This is going to
be the reason that Spud never invites me onto Chilling Wargamers, because he's like, God damn, he swears way too much.
Well, I mean, like, I don't deliberately swear, you know, but it comes out when it comes out, and that's it.
Yeah.
I like so yeah, I've got issue 7 Imperium, the review coming out tomorrow. I was supposed to drop it yesterday, but yeah, it didn't happen. And yeah, I actually had to bleep myself a few times because and this is just a sneak preview. The Corax White that I got in that issue was simply the creamiest, smoothest, most beautiful pot of Corax White I've ever got in the entire existence of Games Workshop. And that's all the way back to the little screw tops. Like that was the last time I had decent white. Okay, so of course it's a base color, so it's not white. It's like a slight off white.
Yeah.
But the one I currently have from the Mortal Realms magazine, it was really thick, not goopy, but nice and thick. So you can wet it down.
White before.
Yeah, you can water it down and it comes out nice. And hang on, I'll swap the do some fancy. Look at that.
Some transition action.
Give that a shake. I know it's fancy, isn't it? It's that little whoosh. So look.
Have you tried using? Are you using OBS?
Huh?
Are you using OBS for all your overlays?
I'm using slobs.
My camera looks better now.
Yeah, because it's tiny.
It looks loads better. And my face is not stretched out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I get the same problem with my laptop camera, but that's because it's just crap. Like if I stretch it out enough, it distorts it. But anyway, look, here's the brand new one from the Imperium. Yeah, right. Look how fucking dreamy that is.
I've got to wait to see this on the actual stream.
I'll tell you what, it was literally blind reaction time.
That is the most perfect mixed white ever.
And my screen's just frozen. Oh boy, this is it. It's starting now.
That's it. Internet problems.
There we go. Oh,
have you tried using inks yet for white?
Using what now?
White ink.
Ink? No, I haven't got near ink.
Because I don't know even where this came. It was in my house. I don't know where it came from. I didn't buy it. But I've heard people say use white ink, use inks. They're way better. And honestly, they're amazing because you can come through. If you go over a black, you can come through that grey stage to white with just your airbrush, and it's like so smooth.
Yeah,
it's the best thing ever.
All right. Oh, well, maybe one day I'll have to look into it. I'm actually starting to get. Weirdly, it's a very strange new thing for me, but people are starting to pay to watch stuff, and I've now got 2 members on my Buy Me a Coffee membership thing, which is absolutely amazing. It's a big shout out to those absolute beautiful people. So you know, I mean, that basically covers the music for the month for the subscription to having that.
Yeah.
Which helps. It helps every penny that goes.
Yeah, but it all helps, doesn't it? Yeah.
And yeah, there's one less thing that I have to worry about trying to accommodate for, and it means I can focus more on these things. And then I've had people actually sponsor issues of Imperium as well, so that's been.
Yeah, that's really good. Like I've not had anything like that, but I've got help from like going to university has been the best thing for me because like even now I've loaned out probably another $3,000 worth of camera equipment to use to film a video at weekend.
How much?
I've got another camera and 3 lenses, and I've got like $3,000 worth of stuff.
Oh, the lenses are the most expensive bit as well.
Yeah.
Christ, don't need all of that.
It'll match though. It all matches, and for me, it's not about pumping out videos all the time. I want to do videos that I'm happy with. I enjoy the process of making videos more than anything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it's about, whether it's about painting miniatures, building a model, doing an interview. I'm doing a music. I'm redoing a music video for one of my assessments in the next few weeks. I enjoy making videos.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, you have to enjoy some of it to be able to do what we do.
Yeah,
You can't just be in it for a quick buck or for an easy life or anything, because there's no such thing.
yeah. More than likely, you're never gonna hit that.
No, I mean, throw out the Tiger King meme. You know what I mean? Never gonna financially recover from this. But yeah,
The new one comes out this week.
You got to do it for the love of it. You know,
that's it.
If you're not in it for the love of it, it comes across in the content. It comes across in your demeanor, in the way you interact with the community and that. And yeah, it's just.
That's part of the reason why I've done so many different things on my channel, and it's not just been all wargaming. Like, I've put stuff out that I've done for university, and because I just enjoy making videos.
Yeah. Right. So, Void Captain brought up a good point. We haven't fully properly introduced you. We sort of just dived right in. So, yeah, shoot away, man. Who are you? What do you do? Where did you come from? Who's your daddy?
Where did you go?
And where does he come from?
Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, you can't. Can I have that song in my fucking head now?
That's it. I've done it. Yes, I win. I win the internet for today.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh fuck! Now I've got it in my head.
Yes.
You can't help but sing to that one. I don't care who you are. You might hate the song, but you can't help but sing to it. And everyone else in chat's now going to be it's not just us who've got this stuck in his head now. It's everyone else.
Well, the viewer count starts dropping.
Fucking
it actually did as well.
Unsubscribe. Anyway, back to me talking about me, which is the thing I hate doing more than anything. Yeah. I'm Travis, and I've been on the internet for, I don't know, I've been doing it for about 6 years now, but I deleted my channel and came back. I make videos when I feel like it. I'm lazy. I've got 7 kids. I'm at university. And
how many?
I enjoy 7. I've got 4 girls and 5 not 5 boys. Jesus Christ, I had an heart attack then. I've not got 5 boys, thank God. I've got 3 boys and 4 girls.
And you heard of pulling out?
I get that all the time, but my response to that is, when you're good at what you do, you just keep doing it. Can't argue with that one, Kev.
No, that's true. That's very true.
Daniel Brown just like, Travis sounds like he's from my neck of the woods, Northern Takeover. I'm in Doncaster, Daniel. So if you are close to me,
I mean, there's a surprising. Oh, I guess it's not that surprising. In the social sphere of the chilling wargamers and all the content creators that revolve around it and interact with it and do their own things as well, there is a lot of Northerners because, you know, Spud is quite a big personality who's attracted a lot of people. You got Luke as well, you got yourself. And then you've got more emerging people because Warhammer, even though like it started in a shop in London, it's for most of its life it's been in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So it's had more interaction from that region. So you know it makes more sense that you're going to have more people in that sort of area, but. Yeah, no, it gets a bit tiresome sometimes just hearing all these Northerners slacking off us Southerners, and it's like you're not even proper Northern love, mate. Right? There's a border up there somewhere.
There's literally, I don't like north to you lot's anywhere fucking further than Watford Gap in it.
Kind of, yeah. That's when the accent starts changing a bit.
Yeah, like I've been down south when I was in army, so I've got loads of mates from London and stuff like that, and. Lived in Oxford for 2 years. I fucking hated it.
Oh, Oxford.
Can't get grave or anything anywhere.
You know what? Oxford is so weird because all of a sudden everyone speaks more from the nose. It's from the nose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
of course, I war game. It is an enjoyable pastime of mine. Hot and all that. So,
To be fair, like we had some good nights out in Oxford.
yeah.
Like, but it's just full of really posh students, and
It is what it is. You know, there's no surprises. It knows what it is.
yeah.
I've been through there a couple of times, so you know, I haven't like hung out there or anything. Just driven through it. It's like, yeah, that's enough for me. Kind of like Leeds as well. That's another place I've just driven through. It's like, yeah, no, I've seen it.
Been there, done that. No
Been
more
there,
thanks.
done that.
I've been to Guildford.
Saw the footy
sorry.
hooligans. I'm done.
Like Leeds and Doncaster have got a big football rivalry, and it does get quite dangerous at times.
Yeah,
it's like bordering on Green Street.
Oh, lovely. Right, so what we've got going in at the moment. So white ink is
Daniel
the
Brown's
shizness. I'm using ink on some mentors at the moment. Nice one, Lupus. Gunstar Hero came in with Paintborn. Cool. I don't think that dislike is from Spud. That's my phantom disliker who hangs out on every show and every video. And you know what? The day they stop disliking my videos is the day I start getting worried. So big love to you, mate, whoever you are.
Can't see it anymore though, can you?
Huh?
I don't know. You can't see dislikes anymore.
Really?
Yeah, YouTube. You go.
I thought that was a feature they were going to turn off.
No, they turned it on yesterday, or it might have been yesterday. You can still dislike a video, but you can't see how many it doesn't show how many dislikes a video actually has now.
Well, I can see there's 2 dislikes at the moment.
You can see it, but nobody else. I can't see it now. I'm watching it now, and I can't see it.
Oh, there's 2 dislikes. Son of a bitch.
Worse, Bud, weren't it? He's like, I'll teach you for swearing.
Backstabbing bastard. Big loves, mate. Travis sounds like he's from my... Oh, right, we've already done that. Sing it like Dolly Parton. No, Void. Get out of here, man. That guy is so weird.
You just had to ruin it, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's
having a laugh, and then there's ruin the joke. You know, just
taking it one step too far.
Yeah, stay in your lane. That's my favourite thing to say because it's so like blasé, but at the same time it's just it's so vague as well. Just stay in your lane. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? So we got, what's it? It's well funny hearing Southerners talking about other Southerners being from North. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different accents down here. Huddersfield, northern enough, kind of. Yeah, you can still see dislikes. Dan Brown, Lupus, Nate's. Oh, hey Nate's, how you doing, man? Where'd you beer? I think Travis has just nipped off to the loo. Let's just have a look while we're here. If you've got any questions for Mr. Travis, then throw him in the chat. I'm glad he'll love to answer some of them. The riskier, the better, of course.
Punch the microphone. Sorry about that.
All right, you've been summoned.
No, kids decided they'd make an appearance and act like arses, so I'm like, get in the house or you're grounded.
All right. You know, have you ever like tried to dress them up as the Seven Dwarfs?
No, it's too much effort. Way too much effort to do anything like that.
Really? Just get some fake beards and some elf hats, man. Job done. That's Halloween done.
They are all pretty small. They are all pretty small, to be fair, as well.
Yeah.
It would work really well.
Yeah, and you, with your luscious long locks, you could be Snow White.
Yeah. To be fair, nowadays I could most definitely be Snow White.
Yeah, just sleep it off. Oh, right. So I haven't told what I'm working on. I'm working on the Overlord from issue 8. I remember you asked that near half an hour ago, so we'll finally get round to that. So yeah, I've got the Overlord. I want to get him fixed up and some paint on him for Monday's playthrough, which I've been holding off on because I got some good people in the community who would have sent me copies of playthrough section, so I could do the playthrough. But I really wanted to get this miniature because it's one of the few ones that I never got from the initial plastic release of Necrons, like, was it 6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So
I got him built up as well the other day.
It looks.
I've got all. Yeah. I think I've painted one of them a long time ago, but I might be wrong and mistaken at that.
I really want to get my old Necron collection out and do a little show off thing because I got some cool little conversions in there just to keep it like interesting. You know, like botched fixes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna steal my ideas and made it look mainstream. So have we got any shit on your lanes, Kev? I'd rather not. We don't like skids here. Hey. Alright, oh, so Nate's has just woken up. Well, thank you for joining us, mate. G'day. That's it. So we got Lupus coming in with Mr. Travis. When will your in-car uploads be back? We missed them.
Oh, you got some driving with Travis ones where I go places and do things, that kind of thing.
I'm off to shop.
I did that one
I'm
where
off to bank.
Off to shop.
Off to biscuit bin.
Biscuit bin?
Biscuit bin. I misspoke and I was supposed to say biscuit tin, but I'm sticking with it. Don't call me out on that shit.
Biscuit bin. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
That's how Yorkshire people get the biscuits. They come in a giant bin. We have the biscuits delivered by the bin load.
By the bin load, yeah. How else would you want your biscuits?
On a plate in my mouth.
Bin. Fill the wheelie bin up with tea. And then drop all your biscuits in there. I'm glad Pickle isn't actually in the chat at the moment because he would start having some PTSD. Where's my leg? My tongue is just gone.
Where's my legs?
Where's my legs?
You were going to say legs.
Yeah, my tongue can't stand. I haven't even had half a bottle yet. That's messed up. So yeah, where are these car uploads?
Hey, I've not done them in ages. I'm just not. Well, I've got a new car. I did a few. I should do more because I'm out all the time at the minute. That's why I don't have a lot of time to actually get any hobby done. I'm between like driving to Sheffield 3 times a week, and I should do more. I am trying to arrange a time where I can go up and see Josh, and he can teach me how to play Blood Bowl before the Blood Bowl tournament that I'm entering, because I think maybe knowing how to play might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Before entering the tournament.
Yeah, especially because they've changed the rules a little bit now with the new season. So there's a few things you're gonna have to relearn. So that'll make for fun doing.
Can you play Blood Bowl with just one box of miniatures? Because that doesn't seem like a very Games Workshop thing to me at all.
Always have. Always will. I mean, like, Depends how into it you are, really. Because like if you got like the if you're playing in a big league that goes on for months and months on end, and you got one of those teams that just dies off real easy, then you're gonna need lots of subs or like spare players. So you might need more than the box, maybe 2 boxes of like gobbos or something. That's it. You're good to go with 1 box.
That really seems the most anti-Games Workshop thing ever.
Well, it's the same with Kill Team and Warcry. You just need 1 box and off you go, as long as you know the rules.
Yeah, but Kill Team's different because you can still build your own Kill Team. It doesn't have. It's not a very regimented thing, is it? You can go right. I'm going to use Terminators, or I'm going to run a. There's a mix and match. You don't go in and just buy. I know you can buy specific Kill Teams, but you can also pick from your existing mountain and miniatures to make a Kill Team.
Well, all right. Well, then Warcry.
I've never played that either. I've never played 40k. I played 40k twice. So this whole playing games is completely alien to me.
Right, so it's Age of Sigmar Kill Team essentially, with specific models and war bands. It's got its own iconography and everything like that on the dice. Its own rule set and stuff like that. You can use those miniatures in Age of Sigmar games.
Yeah.
But there's very little crossover coming the other way. So
right.
So it's because you're basically just your little war bands fighting for resources and territory in a chaos dominated realm. It's kind of cool. So you got all these weird, twisted, mutated people. They're not quite following one of the 4 chaos gods. They're sort of following versions of them.
Yeah.
And so it comes out in different ways. Like the newer set, one of the war bands, they've gone like spidery. They got like spare limbs growing out of them and like webbing and stuff like that. Obviously they're influenced by Zinch, the Lord of Change.
Yeah.
But they don't know it. They know it as the Spider God, and they know the 8-folded ways of chaos as the Great Web. You know, so it's sort of like weird little twisted ways that they sort of get wrapped up in it all. I think that's quite refreshing actually. And the old it does sound pretty cool. Killing, so they follow Khorne. It's boring.
I've only played 2 games. I played a game of 5th edition fantasy when I was at school, so that's 20 years ago. And I've had 1 game of 5th edition. No, yeah, 5th edition, 40k. When I first got back into it, and I played Space Wolves, and I won. But that's because they were broken.
Nice. The Space Wolves had their time in the sun.
Oh, they really did.
Like, what was it? The
Rune
Trickster.
Priest.
He was an
Rune Priest with Jaws of the World Wolf, and you could just literally, it drew a line down the board, and anything that it touched fell into a big crack in the earth and disappeared.
Yeah.
So turn 2, Mephiston, Jaws at World, just wiped him out in 1 go on turn 2.
Shite,
and this guy's army just fell apart at that point.
First time I played against Space Wolves when they started having the Wolfen, you know, like the weird mutated things. And this guy, he didn't tell me that this one character that he had, it was the Trickster. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Lucas the Trickster.
He's got this little grenades that he likes to drop when he gets killed.
Yeah, it's one of those really disgusting.
And I was playing with Necrons, and back then this was, I think it was 6th edition rules for Necrons, and if you took out the Lords, then all of the Lords, then that was it, basically. Game over for you. So yeah, it took out my lord and like half a squad of pariahs just gone. I was so pissed off with that, and like he was known as a smarmy, like cheaty little shit. I didn't know because I was quite new to that gaming group, because
Yeah.
my local haunt
Oh,
closed,
that's the worst. That.
and yeah, I just found out the hard way, and it was just like,
That's the absolute worst way.
yeah, not playing you anymore.
Because he's clearly picked at that point. He's picked on you to just
get his win.
Get an easy win, weren't it?
Yeah.
And this, I've got a video in mind about stuff like this, because I'm finding myself. I don't know if it's old age or what, but I'm getting angrier and rantier about a lot more things now.
That's just age, man. These
Like, I'm just
fucking
turning
kids
into
don't know how good
ultimate
they got
miserable old bastard.
it. That's all. That's just the process of getting older, man. That's the best bit, because you can actually have the excuse of, yeah, I'm getting older, so I'm allowed to get more miserable. It's your job to cheer me up, you bastard. Yeah, no, I'll just rant away, man. Have a rant video now and then. It is very cathartic. It opens up discussions, like my little graveyard thoughts series that I did. Right, it was never meant to be a serious thing. Right, it was just literally me walking through a graveyard on the way to work. And in that time, just trying to digest one of the big issues of the community that week or whenever.
That caught some heat, that dude. They caught some serious heat.
Yeah, especially in some of the Facebook groups. And it was like, look, these are my thoughts, opinions, and it's based on the people I talk to, the experiences I've had, and the experiences they've had, and a little bit of research. But by no means is it the be all and say all of everything. Like, if you've got a better experience or something, that's fine. If you like something better, that's fine. We can all disagree. It's not the end of the world. You know?
I think people are afraid of disagreeing with each other now. Like, everyone's got to agree, and everyone's got to play nice. And you don't. It's okay. Like, me and you, I guarantee there will be something that me and you disagree on. It doesn't mean we don't have to talk. It doesn't mean we have to hate each other. We can respect each other's opinions. We can move on, because we're grown-ups, we're adults, and we are capable of reflective thought.
Exactly. I think it's more of a generational thing as well. Like, recently I was having a political based discussion with someone who's the complete opposite political leanings to me. Though I'm quite sort of middle ground, and I'll shift this way or that way depending on the subject. This person is very much on one end of things.
Yeah.
But we talked things through. I got their perspective on stuff. They got my perspective on stuff. There was someone else chiming in who was sort of in the same crowd as them, but was a bit more quick to sort of point and go, this is what these kind of people say. Whereas the other person I was initially talking to was just exchanging dialogue with me, ideas and opinions and facts, and we had a really good discussion. And yeah, there were some things that challenged my perspective, and there were some things I said that challenged theirs. But at the same time, we're very amicable. I talk to him quite frequently. And yeah, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't change how I think about them, and I'm sure it doesn't change what they think of me either. Because a lot of the time we're laughing at each other's memes. So, you know, if there's one unifying thing, it's memes, right? So, yeah.
The great equalizer.
It is. So, what have we got in the chat? Void said, what about the Seven Samurai?
I think that was reference to the... Yeah. It's the Seven Dwarfs thing. I am not going to give my kids knives. I like my own life.
Don't do it, man. Just don't.
They would hack me up in an instant.
Give them the little wooden ones.
Not sure they could just beat me to death with sticks. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah.
Just come in next time. I tried your idea out. Oh.
Is he dead yet? No, not yet. All right, carry on. Lupus, I said, yeah, drive with the T. I think he said. Last one was a trip to the Sani shop. He's referring to your car.
Yeah, last.
You drove
last one,
to get a Sani.
Yeah.
Lazy bastard. Fucking make one.
Well, see, I don't know. You might not have it. We've got wicked bakeries around here that, like, you can get amazing sandwiches, and there's like 4 within 3 minutes of my house. So I shared I've got one literally about 100 yards away from our front door that does an amazing. It's a breakfast on a sandwich, and it's this big. It's as big as my head. Everything on it.
There's actually a few sandwich shops knocking about around here, but I've never tried them out. Just always drove past because I'm not a native to the area that I live in at the moment. I moved here 3.5 years ago, so I'm still exploring the area. Void says we get grumpier because we're getting wise to all the bullshit out there. Even the age of the young twat behind. Yeah, that's basically it.
That's you've hit the nail on the head there, Void.
And Lupus coming in with, I don't agree with you. That's fine, mate. You know, at the end of the day, you can always fuck off.
You can always go and get yourself raffled, sunshine.
Big loves, mate.
On
big loves.
Your fucking bike.
Andrew, he said, we didn't agree undercoating the Howling Griffin grey either, did we, Kev? Oh, don't fucking bring that in, mate. Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Gossip. Drama.
So, as part of the Buy Me a Coffee membership thing, I'll sometimes put a poll in for the members. At that point, it was just one guy. And it was, okay, so give me a small list of chapters you want to see me paint live. And he did. And I put them on a poll on YouTube for people to vote on. The bastard, it came quite close between Nova Marines and Howling Griffins. 2 worst you can ever fucking paint.
That's
quartered.
Quartered,
yeah. Oh, one is blue and white, and one is yellow and red. So, you know, it's already like if you cross-pollinate your colours, you're effed. There's no recovery from it.
You're not coming back from that.
No, and it ended up falling on Howling Griffins. And to be fair, it came out all right actually. I'll put it on screen. I did have to finish it after hours. I did the little freehand chapter icon as well. The rampant griffin, the little weathering and stuff like that. And never again did I ever want to do that paint scheme. But I thought undercoating it grey would be a good medium. I didn't want it too dark or too light. No, it just was crap. You could see the streaks on it and everything. I had to layer up big time. So it would have been better just going straight up black or white on the undercoat.
Yeah.
And then just shading it or highlighting it accordingly. But yeah, no, I mean, turned out all right. Then the cheeky gets the following week. You know, the issue where you get just 3 Necrons.
Yeah.
I was like, right, I want to do a quick paint scheme, so you can, you know, show you how you can get them on the table as quick as possible. Then I want to show you guys my original army's paint scheme, which is quite quick anyway. And then I put it to the chat. All right, so what color scheme do you want the 3rd one to be? Overwhelmingly, Howling Griffin again. So I've got Howling Griffin Necron.
What?
Yeah.
You just make chat. That's not even funny. That's not nice.
I know, right? They're
You don't do
sadistic
that. Friends don't do
bastards.
that to friends.
Bastards. We're making pay for that.
Friends don't do that. Those people are. It's just friends don't do that kind of shit.
No.
I would be
So
deeply upset.
yeah.
I'd be deeply upset. Then I'd refuse to do it as well. But nah, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do it.
What? It's gone as far as Freud did a meme of me as Del Boy in the Reliant Robin.
Yeah.
Is it sort of running up to the old I'm eventually going to get a car again, right? And he kept going on about getting a Reliant Robin, and then the nonsense about having magnetic dice and stuff.
Yeah,
he just ran with it, tarted up the side of the van with magnets go brrr, all that sort of thing, little magnet logos and stuff. And then after the Howling Griffin show, he then painted over the van, the car in the Howling Griffin scheme. So now I'll put it up on the start soon screen. So I'll show up there. So Kev's Magic Mobile. It's the little Shazam thing there as well from my David Blaine moment.
You should actually try and buy a Reliant Robin now.
I'd just paint it up.
That would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but they kept calling me David Blaine and pulling tricky shit. So I just before the end of the show, I quickly doodled the eye on the hand.
Yeah.
And it had the end screen, and then I just flicked it back to the camera. I was like, "Damn, motherfucker!"
He's a weird character, isn't he, David Blaine?
Oh, he is an oddball, isn't he? I mean, there's shock and awe, and then there's just being an absolute bell end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock myself in a box for days and starve myself. Okay. Sure, people do that for free all the time, but you do you, man. That sounds a bit jaded. Don't mean to be. So what we've got here? Lupus coming in. Yeah, undercoats. Now there is a good point of discussion. I did fuck off ages ago. I'm well fucked off. Fair enough, man. Mr. Kev has no friends.
It's not true.
Bro.
They see what I mean? Did fucking horrible to you, Kev. Bastards. I won't take this
See
shit.
this tear? No, I don't either, because I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Look at all these fucks that I do not give.
We all live in glass houses, just remember that. He goes, even Gollum has more friends than Kev. Oh.
Fucking. It's getting difficult now. It's just getting.
Yeah.
That's rough. I'm just being purposefully mean for no reason.
Lupus, you bastard! You thieving bastard!
That's a ridiculously good Gollum impression.
Chips? What do you mean, chips, precious?
That's the best Gollum impression I've heard.
Thanks. This is the only impression I can do consistently. Ask me to do any regional accent and I'll butcher it, and it'll usually come out slightly Jamaican as well. So
just accidental racism where everyone... Jamaican's easiest accent in the world to do.
Yeah, man. Unless someone asks me to do a Jamaican accent and then I butcher it because I'm trying to do a Jamaican accent.
Irish.
Yeah. If I just slip into an accent, I could carry it for a moment, but otherwise, I'm absolutely crap at it.
I'm not going to get into doing accents. I get stage fright. I'm an absolute twat of myself.
Yeah.
No,
you're doing one now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just I'm all the time permanent caricature of Sean Bean.
Love it.
Man employed at Pit 48 hours a day, I tell thee, lad. For duplicating in a carrot.
That
Broke
fucking
him.
gets me every time. Travis, I ended
I
up
love stupid
being
shit like
roped
that.
into painting 2,000 points of Howling Griffins thanks to my local gaming group, so Kev was a good catalyst to get me going on them. So that's nice. That's nice, man. Thank
You've inspired someone. You've inspired someone, Kev.
you. Yeah, I showed you
That's what this
not
is all
to
about.
do, so that now you know what to
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Just don't freehand the chapter icon. For the love of God.
I don't know why anyone like. Most people are paying. Hang on. This side is giving me really bad gas. Most people are painting armies to actually play something. Why the hell are you going to spend like 15, 20 minutes on doing shoulder pad logos when you could just get a transfer? Make your life easy.
Yeah, it's worth the money. Definitely worth.
I won't do it. I won't even do freehand.
I do all of mine freehand because I'm just a sadistic git.
Cheap
and cheap, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, look, I mean, they come out okay. Like here's the Crimson Fist one. I even highlighted it, motherfucker. There we go.
I've got to wait for it to come onto the actual streamer. Like, there's like a 10-second delay, I think.
Yeah, but it looks a bit bumpy though because it's going over the embossed ultramarine symbol. Because I couldn't be bothered.
I scraped that off because I realised that's on all the. Yeah, that's really good. That like I have not got the patience for it at all.
Didn't take long. But it's only on those 3 that you get in the beginning. The rest of the collection.
Is it? Oh, the rest.
It's fine. Yeah, that's why I didn't care about painting them up different because it doesn't matter. You're going to get 10 assault intercessors. You're going to get squads of this and that.
Do you know when they're coming? Assault intercessors.
You get another lot in issue 12, I think. Issue 11 is the Phobos pattern armor librarian. I think issue 12 is
that's that chappy.
First lot of assault intercessors. And then I think you get a container, an armor container, some paints, and then my memory is so crap anyway. I could look it up. I could actually look it up. I did a video on it as well, can you believe? But Mr. Fauxhammer is good at keeping it up. And he's also good at the content as well. There's a little joke there.
Andrew's moved to the island. Where does Andrew live? Is he like Isle of Man, Isle of Wight, or the Outer Hebrides or somewhere like that?
And the carrot luxury. Just every time. Alright. That's crazy. 12 and 13, I think. 12 is next for me. Issues that. Yeah, and then I think you get the second lot of the assault intercessors in the batch. Between 15 and 18.
Yeah, they'll be split between 2 again, like, won't it? Like,
yeah.
Because I need them more than anything right now, and I just refuse to buy them. I'm not paying full price when I'm going to get them in a magazine.
Yeah, I mean it's worth holding out, and you know what? If people out there want to pre-order your issues to make sure that you don't miss out, and you're not subscribed, hit that link to Forbidden Planet. It's in the description below. Get a little kickback from it, which helps the channel, and you'll be guaranteed the delivery on time as well.
Get that sponsored read in there. Gotta do. Don't forget, click those links.
To be honest, my affiliates haven't been doing too well lately. But that's you know, people are back to work and stuff and all that, so I get it. And
Christmas
also, you know, like everyone's hopping on the Murfield bandwagon as well. So
yeah,
Pickle he's literally got his choice of affiliates at the moment. It's crazy, but he's worked hard for it, so I can't envy him for that. Bastard.
I've got one affiliate link that's in one video that I think I've currently earned about 700 quid off, which is the how to paint the Amazon airbrush one that I did almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I get a payment every 5 to 6 weeks of about 40 quid without fail.
That's decent.
It's done like 40,000 views or something now. It's done mad. It's just ticked over. And someone will click in link, and then I don't know how Amazon affiliate works, but like if you click in it, and then in 24 hours, it doesn't matter what you buy on Amazon, you get a percentage of whatever someone spends. So I just every now and again, like it'll come in, I'll just go 38 quid from Amazon. I'm like, and that's the only one I've ever done. It just kept chipping away and earning money.
Sorted.
I forget to put links in for everything most of the time.
Yeah,
I just don't bother.
Jammy, man. All right, so 11 is the librarian in Fauxhammer with the dry brush. Then you get Agrex Earthshade, Screamer Pink, and Canoptic Alloy in issue 12. Then issue 13 is your first 5 Assault Intercessors. Issue 14 is the Armor Container. 15 is the Flayed Ones. That's got to be sold out instantly because they're quite expensive.
Are they like
they're like $31.50 for a box.
Is it a box of 5 or like? So I don't know anything about Necrons. I don't know much about Space Marines, to be fair.
I can't remember if you get 5 or I think you get 10 in the box. But even still, like a £9 a pop or 5, who's not gonna turn that up? You know, like
yeah.
Issue 16 is the next 5 of Intercessors. Then issue 17.
That's a long time
Armored
between
Container.
your Intercessors.
Yeah. 18 is the Necron Cryptech, the Technomancer, the one that's riding on the little tomb spider thing. That dude.
Yeah.
He's actually a named character. I can't remember though. It's like O'Brien or something like that. And then that's it. That's all we know for now.
See, you've probably got like I've only got the Necrons from Indomitus.
Yeah, got those.
And
oh, it's a box of 5. No way. Here's a box of 5 for 30 quid.
So that's even better value then.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, Daniel's been to Murfield Miniature as well. It's all of a sudden become like a mecca, hasn't it? See, on the December meetup, I want to go visit, but I know I'm not going to have time. Cause
yeah, I was going to say you go into that one because I'm like definitely going to make sure that I get to it.
Yeah, because now I've got a car, and I've got permission from the missus as well.
Got permission from boss.
From the boss, yeah. So as long as the car ain't broke down from by then, because it's second-hand private sale. You know what it could be like.
Yeah, I'm usually the person that. Admittedly, I don't buy new cars. As a qualified mechanic, I would suggest nobody buys a brand new car ever. And it doesn't matter if you buy one from a garage that's got a warranty with it. I know cars that have been sold that have been tipped on the side in the garage. So it doesn't mean anything. It genuinely doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
You got to have sharp eyes. I mean, I went around a few dealerships for cheap second-hand cars, right? And like there was a few which were like quite nice. Actually, they were good condition. But like as soon as you actually have a look underneath the car, you see where all the problems that they've been hiding. Like this one car,
oh yeah,
it was pristine on the outside. We open up the bonnet, had a look, and we could see all the rust on the frame underneath the engine. Oh,
yeah,
that don't look good. So me and my mate, we just laid down, put our head under the car, and we saw the entire bottom of the car had been painted black, but you could see the bubbles of rust underneath it. And we're like,
They've just really
yeah,
gone
no,
to town on that
we're
one.
not gonna take that. And there was this other one where we found a Golf GTI, which was like really good, well priced, looked absolutely mint. There was some scuffing on the rear bumper, you know, like, but that was like just plasticky paint. You could sand it and paint it back over. It's fine. And like we annoyingly opened up the driver's side, the 2 rear passenger doors. We'd opened the boot, had a look in the engine, checked everything, run the engine, checked the exhaust, checked, make sure there's all like air pressure going on right. You know, like all the checks you can, like checking the arches, the suspension, everything. And you're like, yeah, you know what, we'll take this for a test drive. Okay, cool. Then my mate went to go into the passenger side. The door just goes kaboom.
Just came off
and it
in
was
his hand.
just slightly coming off, just like slightly off alignment. And we're like, oh, that's not good. And he went to close it, and it would go clonk clonk to close.
Because it's lifting up to.
Yeah. And then we sort of went, hang on, that's not right. So we stood in front of the car, and we saw that actually on the passenger side it was ever so slightly wonky. So they fixed it, but
they're not
quite
straightened
right.
chassis out properly.
So it's been in a collision, but they haven't fixed it right. And we're like, yeah, no, sorry, man. We didn't even test drive it. It's just like, no. Because you don't know what other problems you're going to have further down the line.
I have bought some absolute nasty cars. Bought a car that had been welded together. It was 2 cars welded into one car. It had been cut down. Honestly, it was a proper full-on cut and shot.
Those are the best. Because you don't care about it. You just like run it over the speed bumps.
We just bought it to drive it field. This is when we were really young. Swapped a car for a Honda Cub 90 that we got the car. We got the Honda Cub 90 for a pack of fags back in like late 90s. We used to just drive them in fields and just wreck them and everything. And we had a Metro, and that subframe fell off and nearly killed us. And they flipped car upwards.
My first car I actually got from my mate for 50 quid because that was how much he was offered on the part exchange. Right? They weren't going to offer him anything. They said, "Oh, we'll just take it off your hands for free." And he was like, "But I've just like paid 50 quid to fix this bit in the car." And they're like, "All right, we'll give you the 50 quid for that." It was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll give it to my mate." And that was my first car. And the thing is, it had a busted radiator, but me and my wife actually used that to go on a little road trip for our honeymoon, and we went all the way down the south coast, all the way to Land's End, through Newquay and everything, and then we went up to back. On the way back, we hit Bath and Bristol. On the way back, so it was nice, like a week-long sort of trip.
Yeah.
And it made it the entire way. And then it was when we got caught in traffic on just a mundane day when it clapped out. Like, it was ridiculous. That was a little Fiat Punto. It was a 94 Fiat Punto.
See, my first car were even worse than that. I had a 92, I think it was 92, Citroen AX that cost me £100. £100? Yeah. And it drove like Postman Pat's van. So when you went round the corner, the wheel stayed on the floor, but the entire body of the car used to lean over, so you'd go around corners like this. And then it rocked. So when it straightened up, it would rock slowly, like Postman Pat's van.
Yes.
But it was honestly, it was one of the best cars. It 100 quid, and I think I did about 20,000 miles on it before someone smashed into me. And that was the only reason I got rid of it, because someone smashed into me.
Yeah. It was when that Fiat clapped out. It was a few years before I got a new car. I just couldn't afford it. It was just a chance of purchase, you know. I ended up getting a Skoda Octavia. I
had one of them.
It was a decent car actually, pretty sturdy, easy enough to fix.
It's a Volkswagen Passat. The same car.
pretty much, yeah. But they all got the same engine as well.
You've got the same chassis, they're just different body panels.
Yeah, and yeah, it drove nice. Fuel economy was okay. But yeah, I got rear-ended in that one, and it wasn't even like a big bump. It just set the bumper off alignment. But of course, like, because you couldn't open and close the boot, they're like, yeah, no, that means the chassis is done in, and that's a write-off. And I was like, oh. Kidding. Like, I can live without using the boot. It's like I'll take the top off the boot and just throw the shopping in through the back seats.
Turn it into a pickup.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was just a write-off. So I did use the insurance money, because actually I got more for it than what I paid for it, which was cool. And then I got a diesel version of it, and that was a monster.
I had the diesel one, but it kept having an EGR fault, so
yes.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, EGR. That fucked up. That's what fucked it up in the end. It was the EGR.
And it cost an absolute arm and a leg to fix them.
Well, no, I managed to clean it out right and sort it out, and then after I'd done that, because I thought I'll do an oil change and everything while I'm at it. I forgot to put the cap back on for the oil, dear. And I'd run it.
That's a schoolboy error.
And of course, like, it just went like low oil, like light came on. I was like, I've just topped it up, man. What the fuck's going on? I've got a leak or something. And I pulled over, I lifted the. No, I haven't put the lid on. The lid was sitting next to it. It didn't go anywhere, which was weird. So I was like, shit. I'll put it on, quickly go home, top it up. But of course, it all sputtered and spat everywhere, dripped all down the engine and everything. And it took a couple of weeks for the oil to work its way all the way to the bottom of the engine from all the heat. But it melted the wiring that went into the sensor right at the bottom. I think it was the crankshaft sensor.
Oh dear.
And we couldn't even fucking get that fucker out. Like, we tried not to strip the wiring because we thought we could just get the plug off. Maybe we could try and get it out. So to get to that though, you have to, unless you're lifting the car, you have to remove the oil filter, the coolant pipes, some like so much shit.
They crammed in there. Those Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Like, and then they just cram everything.
All the way to the bottom. Could not get the plug off it, and then my wife had the good idea of asking our neighbour who just came past, and he's a mechanic for the RAF. I was like, look, there's nothing he's going to be able to do that I'll do with this particular. No, she's like, no, let's just ask him to. Can you help us with trying to get this? He goes right in, strips the fucker straight away. We had laboured for an hour trying to wiggle that bastard thing off, pry it, get off, just stripped it.
Yanked it out.
So I just got pissed off. I got some tongs, grabbed it, and just twisted it off. Came off so easy. I was like, fuck. And then we thought, okay, so all right, let's the sensor's really cheap to get. It's like less than 20 quid. So we'll try and get it. But the thing is, it's a weird sort of slanted Z shape, and it goes in a diagonal way, and the screw needs a rounded end Allen key to undo it. So you're blindly fondling in there to try and get the bit. Everything's all greased up and that, and then when you finally get the bit and you go to turn it, it just slips out, and so it's just like, you know what, it's all
and
right.
You smash your knuckles on something as well.
Yeah, did all
That's
that,
always one.
and then it was just like, look, it's not worth taking it to a garage because they're gonna charge me an arm and a leg, especially because I removed all this shit, and they're gonna have to figure out how to put it back together because I can't remember. So it sat there for a little while, and then I just ended up selling it for scrap, and it was a sad day. But I did manage to get a car that lasted me for 6 months, like 250 quid. But it was a slow starter. It started without fail every time, but of course, slow starts play havoc with your starter motor.
Yeah.
And then one day, it was the beginning of the year when I got COVID for the second time. So I was kind of like indoors. I didn't want to go out. And I was isolated from family and everything. I was all my Jack Jones. Everyone knows I was doing like live shows still, like coughing and in so much pain. But
just dying.
yeah, but I didn't go out and start the engine for 3 days. And what happened was the fuel had slowly gone down the pipe. And there was not enough gusto to draw that fuel in. I got the AA guy through. He fucking pulled the thing apart, put a hand pump in. Like, he had to, like, proper, like, get all these fucking clamps and stuff because he couldn't get one that would fit right. And then when he finally got it all clamped up and stuff and he was pumping away, he was getting the fuel into the top, and it just
Injector,
yeah, and it just wouldn't go. It kept saying rail pressure fail, and it was just like fuck. And he was like spraying all this stuff into the air intake to try and give it a kick start, and it almost go, and then it would run for like 10 seconds, and then it just. I was like, fuck, scrap it, fuck it.
You're worse than me. Like I get a problem. I'm just like, let's get rid of it now.
Yeah, because it would have cost too much, and we didn't have the money. But I mean, I kind of regret not fixing it up because we went without a car for a long time, most of the year, and because the school that we got the kids in there's no straight way of getting there by public transport, and public transport out in the sticks, right, at the best of times.
Yeah.
So it would take me an hour and a half to get the kids to school. Then from
Jesus Christ.
I'd have to double. Even though by car there's a straight route that's 10 minutes long between where they're at school and where I work. There's no bus that goes along that route. So I'd have to go back into town and then go back out again. So that's another hour to work.
Jesus Christ.
It cut my shift short because I'd had to do the school run. So then I'd have to go back, get the kids. Luckily, going from work to there, it's kind of weird how the buses work, but I managed to find a quick route. I'll save half an hour on that route. Great. And I get the kids, and then you would be lucky to get on the fucking bus before 5 o'clock on the way home. So it was a nightmare. Kids were always exhausted. I was exhausted, and then like we're just like, yeah, look, we can't go without a car any longer. This is bullshit. Because like we could go with a school that's nearby within walking distance. There's plenty, but these ones are like one of the best in the area.
Yeah,
you know, and they're really hard to get into, especially because we're outside of the catchment area. So it was just by fluke that we got in there. So it was like, okay, right, we've got to, make the most of it and try and make it work. But now I'm just a taxi again. Oh, I hate it.
God, tell me about it.
You know, it's like, oh no, you got a car now, you can drive everywhere. Yeah, you pay for
and then
the fuel,
you spend your entire life in the car.
Yeah, and you can never ever get comfortable. I find, like, I don't know if it's just me, like, but I readjust the seats constantly, trying to find the sweet spot, and I just can never find it.
I've got my seat. I can get in and I'm fine. I can do 5-7 hours driving and I'm all right.
That's all right. Are you slouched or are you like?
I'm almost laid down.
Jesus.
I have it proper, like stretched out, laid back. I'm only short anyway, so I can just like I've got a convertible now, and the windows at.
Ooh.
Like if I put my arm on the thing, I'm like that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Why would you get convertible?
Because I've wanted one for ages.
He's just asking for problems. You have leaky roof, malfunctions, other things close.
It's a hard top convertible.
Ah, alright.
And I picked it up for an absolute steal, to be fair. I only paid 600 quid for it. And I've wanted one for an absolute age.
That's fair enough. And now that explains the hair growth as well. Actually, feel the wind in your hair.
Oh, and as soon as sun's, it doesn't matter. Like we had a bit of sunshine the other day. I'm like, right, roof's coming down.
You have to standard, man.
But it's only an Astra, but I really like Astras for some strange reason. They run forever.
Not bad cars, actually, are they?
So
yeah, to everyone in the chat, welcome to this hobby channel.
yeah, just me and you waffling on about cars for the last 20 minutes.
It's just bad luck with cars and all that. Yeah, it's all right. Here my little TED talk, how hard my life is. I know. Just play that little tune. What was it? It goes do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Fucking just go for it.
Right. I've got a question for you now.
Oh no.
I want your opinion because we've had a recent influx of hobby channels becoming rather successful who don't do any hobby whatsoever. Have you noticed this?
What you mean? The ones that just are just clickbait, GW bashing.
Yeah. What the fuck is all this shit about?
People love to hate. They love bad news. They love hearing people rant, and it's just a thing of the human condition. We like people cussing off our favorite stuff. Like to get angry and passionate about stuff. But yeah, no, like my YouTube feed has started to slowly fill up with these weird, like this weird dude, Commissar Gamza or some shit like that.
Oh, he's been going for decades,
Yeah, but it's like it just popped up on my feed now, and it's like constantly just like slagging off GW, and he passes it off. It's because I love Warhammer. I'm hard on them. It's like, no, it's not. It's because that's what's making you money, mate. Just be honest about it.
Yeah.
People come here because I'm just a mixed bag of crap, you know. Like I'll talk shit about shit. Like I know shit, but I don't know shit about shit. But people know that, so that's what they enjoy about it. You know, I don't pretend to be.
Yeah, there seems to be a worrying trend of people doing nothing other than bitch and moan, and claiming it as it's the hobby
or baiting people. Like,
yeah,
like I saw one Instagram post, and I'm not going to mention who it was from.
Not mentioning names.
No, but it was like one of those little reels where they're like, ha ha ha, I'm going to post deliberately in one of the Warhammer groups about, you know, how there needs to be female Space Marines. Ha ha ha. It's just like, fine, you do you. No, that conversation's done and dusted, especially since I covered it. That's the definitive.
That's it. The definitive word has been spoken.
Yeah.
By our Lord and Savior.
Yeah. You do you, but at the end of the day,
you're wrong.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even that. It's a case of, look, there's nothing wrong if you want to have female Space Marines, but just be honest. It's just because you want boob armor. Otherwise, the female Space Marines won't look anything different to regular Space Marines by the time all the work is done on making them into super genetic humans.
You want to have an example of that? Anyone's into MMA, if you have ever seen Chris Cyborg Santos, just that's kind of what you're going to get.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's
no, like
what testosterone does to you.
Women bodybuilders, they have to get implants to have boobs, otherwise they would have X's to rival like Arnie's. You know, it's crazy. You know, it's all muscle, zero fat. But yeah, you imagine that, but with a beaten up face, and it's, you know, you're just after the boob armor. Just be honest. But I'm not gonna not play someone because they got lady Space Marines in their army. You know, I'll just be thankful to have a game.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, like, I have no hate for it. I have no like passionate dislike for it. But what I don't like is if people who come into a system or a law or something like that, and they'll come under the disguise of, oh no, I really enjoy it, that's why I want to change it. It's like, well, why are you changing it? This is
If
what
you
it
enjoy
is.
something, you don't need to change it.
This is what it is, and
I enjoy
if you're
Jaffa
saying,
cakes.
if yeah,
I don't need to make them better.
well, I mean, have you had Jaffa Cake donuts?
That's my point. Jaffa cake donuts are not better than Jaffa cakes. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I will say Jaffa Cake donuts are nice.
But they're not as good as Jaffa cakes.
They're not as good as Jaffa Cakes, no, because you can
That's my
waft.
point.
You can waft a lot of Jaffa Cakes before you get sick of them. Whereas
I can do a full pack.
yeah, the donut ones are a lot sweeter. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, just people need to understand. Look, you can't force your ideas on other people and then call them names for not subscribing to your ideals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because if I did the same thing in a reverse situation, I'd be called out for it. So you know what? Yeah, people will get passionate about these things because it is what they enjoy. They like the setting. They like how it is, and they don't want silly things to be done to it. That's fine. Leave those people alone. They like what they like. You want to change your thing for your own enjoyment. That's fine. You do you. There's no need to shout across the aisle about it whatsoever. And if you meet in the middle and you are adult enough and you respect other humans enough, you won't have a big beef about it because you'll be like, oh yeah, those are cool minis, or I don't really like them, but I'll still play you because it's fun. And that's it. Fuck it.
It's like refusing to play someone who's got third-party minis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what would be the point? Like, as long as they're not like deliberate IP rip-offs, like if it's like unique sculpts and it's not just, this is the exact same Space Marine, but we're selling it as Space Trooper.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
But then again, that's an issue for Games Workshop to sort out, not me playing toy soldiers on someone's kitchen table.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What are you going to do in the larger scheme of?
Sorry, I think I'm going to have to call Games Workshop and telling them you are usually using unlicensed products in this game of Warhammer 40,000.
There's a hotline and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I've got a direct line to the Games Workshop lawyers.
Yeah.
Right.
What we've got in here in the chat. So if you've got any more questions for Travis, throw them in the chat. I know we've been waffling on a bit. We've just been enjoying each other's company. So let's see. It's like 8 Mile away. Got a set of Hell Blasters for 12 quid. Us Yorkshire folk love a bargain. That's one, man. Nate says, just went on to Travis's channel, subbed, and just watched his YouTube doubts video. Yeah, that one's doing alright, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one I did in response to what Elston did.
I think a lot of us did that, and then but I got the shit for copying apparently. And I was like, no, I even mentioned in the video like it was inspired by what you like. I got my balls together to be able to do it. But you know what? Fuck you.
How's about fuck off, dickhead?
And then he did another video after that. Because he did a video that was pretty much this sort of inspired by what someone else did, and then he was like caught in that conundrum of, oh shit, I just did a whole rant about this and then I've gone and done it, so now I'm gonna do a video on when is it copying and when is it inspiration. It's like you double backing, you bastard. So stand your ground. But yeah, we're all good, man. It was all just like tongue in cheek. So yeah, look, you got a new subscriber. Way.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
I
much.
have got the link in the description below, by the way. So I've put his channel at Travis Reeves, so you can literally click his name and it'll take you straight to his channel. So it saves
Like
all that
magic.
I know, it's great, isn't it? I figured that out yesterday. What is it? Void says that's not a defect, it's a feature. Racing body roll. I have no idea what that's in response to.
I think we're talking. That's when we were rambling on about cars, and you smashing the having the boot smashed in.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. And you're welcome to it, Kev. Okay. I think that's his opinion. What was it? Oh, Andrew, yeah, he says I literally came to your channel because of that Howling Griffin poll because I was planning on doing them. Well, I'm glad I helped you, man, and I'm glad you stuck around. For the nonsense. Long live red and yellow. Red and yellow, red and yellow. Sisters exist, don't know what the problem is, because they're not genetically engineered. That's why. They're just souped up battle nuns with guns. And that's not good enough. Oh, have we lost Travis? We disconnected. Have I disconnected? I don't know. My stream's still going. Oh, we lost you for a bit, mate.
I could hear you. It was fine. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you were just like this.
Froze.
It's very flattering.
Big doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got nuns with guns. You know, that's the point I was going to make before. Like, saying that that's not good enough is putting a disservice to them. It's like saying regular women aren't good enough. Okay. You like that then? That's that. Like you want to throw around the misogyny keyword. That's misogyny in itself. Good luck to you. What was it? Lupus says Jaffas are the best. I don't want to go into the whole like
favorite biscuit, Kev. Come on, let's do it now.
Yeah.
We've opened this can of worms.
Jaffas aren't a biscuit though.
No, they're not.
They're not.
But they're not a cake either. They say they're a cake, but they're not. Jaffa cakes are completely unique in what they are.
They got a cakey base though. That's the thing. It's a spongy base.
They have, but then that's not. It's still not a cake.
Why?
It's just not.
Why?
But a donut's a
Cupcakes
cake
are
by that
cakes.
logic then. But so are donuts then.
No, donuts are made with batter. It's not made with cake mix.
You can make donuts with. It's cake batter. When you make a cake, you pour it in, don't you? It's made with cake batter.
Yeah, but the batter has got different ingredients than cake batter.
It's not. Still flour, eggs, and water. It's like just the same shit.
Yeah, but one's got a pinch of salt.
Ooh.
That's true, actually. Donuts could be considered a form of cake. Oh, we're opening up a can of worms now.
We're asking the important questions now, aren't we?
We were definitely
really
down the rabbit
tackling
hole
these
now. Oh, yeah, we're going to set this chat alight now. You know what? I haven't even seen how many folks have tuned in tonight.
Make miniatures.
If you haven't thrown down a like, by the way, do it for Travis's sake.
Yeah, I'm going to like the video myself, because I can.
So yeah, Rogue Trader was a good game, but now they're up to 9th edition. What's that all about? They had it right the first try. No, they didn't. It was derpy as hell, and it was just a goofy sci-fi spin-off of fantasy. That's it. It wasn't that good. Like, you can look back on it with rose-tinted glasses and nostalgia. Go, oh, those were the days, but it wasn't that great. Some of it was good though. Concept art was great fun, but yeah, models were naff. Especially
I picked up all the art books from 7th edition the other day from the charity shop. It was a 7th limited edition rule book with all the art books in because like, when do you find them about anymore? Don't know why I bought it. I was just like, but the Rogue Trader. I missed out on Rogue Trader and all the old stuff. I came in at 5th edition.
Yeah.
So I don't get the deal with the throwback to it all the time.
Yeah, no, I missed out on all that stuff as well. When I started with Games Workshop, the boxes that were on the shelves was the Bretonians versus Lizardmen, and the old Blood Angels on the cover of, and it was Blood Angels versus Orcs on the 40k one.
That was 5th edition, weren't it? Because 6 came out, and that was Dark Angels and Chaos.
No.
Or was that 7th?
Well, no, I mean, you're right about that, but 5th edition was Battle for Macragge, I think.
Oh yeah, it were, yeah.
No,
That
actually,
were...
no, it wasn't. No, that was actually Black Reach.
Black Reach. Assault on Black Reach.
Orcs and Space Marines. Before that, it was Battle for Macragge, where you had Gene Stealers, and some Tormagorts or whatever they are called, and Ultramarines. Before that, it was the box that I got, which was Black Templars and Dark Angel, not Dark Angels,
so
Dark Elder.
You've been in it a lot longer than me then.
Yeah, so I was a wee little lad.
Like, I didn't do 40k when I played it first time. I just did fantasy. So I had a full undead army.
Yeah. I mean, I dabbled. I had a few boxes here and there and stuff like that. I never really got. I got that Space Marine starter set with the Black Templars on it. Never got the fancy one until later. But what really got me into the hobby, like properly engrossed in it, was the Lord of the Rings stuff when that started launching.
Yeah.
And I remember getting the Two Towers box set and all that, and getting the no, before that it was we literally just seen Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, and I just mentioned to my mum, Games Workshop are starting to do Lord of the Rings minis. She was like, what? Oh, that's great, let's go check it. So we went straight from the cinema down to the Games Workshop, and she was like, this is bloody great, because she was a big Lord of the Rings fan as well. So we ended up buying like a couple of boxes of the Last Alliance, but it was like the small boxes, so you had some like goblins and then some elves and men and stuff, and some paints and that, and it was great. It was good fun. Those were the days, and that got me into gaming. And then I went back into 40k, got all my old stuff together, tried to make a cohesive army out of that, but it was a lost cause. And I started fantasy. You know, that's how it goes. Jaffa's Archaic, biscuits go soft when old, cakes go hard when old. Simples. Oh, that's a good way to set up the argument.
How do you know that? Because have you ever let a Jaffa cake go old? I know I haven't.
I mean, you're not doing Jaffa cakes.
If you let them go old and
you're not doing.
Hard,
you're just not doing Jaffa.
No,
that's not Jaffa, mate. So Void says it's just people stirring up shiz and trying to look clever by being a contrarian. Yep, that's true. Just like me. Andrew says it's like hobbying with people who you feel like you've known forever, even though you haven't. Cheers, man.
Cheers. That's really nice.
Nate says I'm happy with my channel. 20 videos so far and just hit 1,658 subs. My problem with YouTube is I get distracted a lot with other things and I don't produce enough videos. 20 videos in. Screw you, man. No, that's good, man. That's really good.
I think I've got 45 videos, and he's further ahead than me. Admitting my last video did pretty well, which I was surprised with.
Yeah, that's one thing though. Like when I sometimes have to pull myself aside and just go, look, it's okay to feel a bit envious of some people's success because some people just click with it and they just shoot.
Yeah.
Other people work hard for a long time and it smolders over a while, and then sometimes you get that big break and you launch. I like seeing Pickle's recent successes over the last 6 months. He's just gone from strength to strength.
He really
and
has.
he's leaps and bounds now. It's crazy. But I've got nothing but love for the dude. The problem is though, because he's doing so well, but because we're in such a close community, I feel like I'm running out of different ideas. Like there's going to be a point where I'm going to just end up looking like I'm following in his steps, which is annoying because we kind of started YouTube around the same time.
Well, look at it this way, right? Let's take films for as an example. There are 7 stories in existence, and look at how many films we've got. There are all the films follow one of the 7 stories in some way, shape, or form. It's not what the story is; it's how you tell it as an individual.
Yeah. And
this is some of the most valuable stuff I've learned being at university. Is it doesn't matter what you do; it's how you do it, how it's your interpretation of it.
Yeah.
And you can't please everyone either. Someone's going to go,
That's
"Oh, you're copying this."
true. Yeah.
Someone's going to say, "Oh, you just stole so and so's idea." There are no original ideas, especially on YouTube. Like I think personally, I'm of the opinion now, even though the thing I do more than anything is paint. Painting tutorials are dead.
Yeah, it's very rare people will sit through 10 minutes of painting tutorial. Yeah, agreed. That's why you're seeing a lot of shorts now. You see those 1-minute videos. That's the future. TikTok, that's a cunt. That's.
I don't think TikTok's gonna last. I think it's gonna be another Vine, and eventually it'll die out.
So what would replace it though?
I think people will eventually go back to this new generation will eventually get an attention span. They'll go back to long form videos again.
Not with all that caffeine and corn syrup in their systems.
Like I put that video out, that last one I did was 20 minutes long, and it did really well. Like I was surprised because I thought it was going to absolutely bomb.
What was the retention people who were in
about 9 minutes.
That's pretty good, actually. It's really sorry, carry on.
It did way better than I expected. So I put it out there because I'm like, someone's going to find it useful and find it interesting. It's not for everybody, and I don't care if it gets watched or not. For some, if only one person watched it and they found it really useful and it helped them in any way, shape, or form, it's done its job.
Yeah.
So I'm less worried about that kind of stuff anymore. I was just shocked. I'm like, wow, it did really well.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some really random videos do really well. Actually, you know what? One that's constantly up on my 48-hour, you know, like in studio, it says like, views in the last 48 hours. Was this short video that I did. I posted it in shorts, just to get it around like as quickly as possible. But it was of the Instagram hacks that was going around where people were just getting this message, and it was such an innocent message, but as soon as you clicked on it, you're fucked, sort of thing. So I was showing people how to sort it out, how to fix it as quickly as I could.
Yeah.
And I posted it on Instagram and everything. In the last month, that's just started getting views all of a sudden. Like, is Instagram having this issue again, or is it just like people are watching shorts more often now, and it's just getting pushed more? I don't know.
That is weird.
But it's such a random video to start doing okay. But my favourite bit of analytics is seeing what videos recommend yours. I love it.
I don't even look at it.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't.
dude, you have to check it out, right? Go to one of your previous videos, right? And in the analytics, there'll be videos that recommended yours, like at the end screen sort of bit.
Yeah.
And you get some innocent, like you'll get some of your own videos, you get some other hobby channels, and then you get some absolute random stuff going, and it's absolutely amazing. Some of the best
So where's
videos
this?
I've watched.
Where's this where's it in engagement? Because I'm going to check this out now.
Hang on, let me get it up on the thing because it's so funny. Like some of the
Oh,
stuff.
there we go. I have my own video.
So hang on, I've got to get onto analytics, but it has to be on the web page analytics. But the app doesn't cover it so well. So let's take this video. Okay, not that one. Let's do my last graveyard chat one. How viewers found this video. So I click on that, and then was it suggested videos? That should be an option.
I've got top videos suggesting your content.
Yes,
and they're all based off of that airbrush one. I bought the cheapest airbrush kit on Amazon, airbrushing for beginners. I think that's Oliver's video. The cheapest rechargeable airbrush kit on Amazon. Cheap airbrush kit, good for scale modeling.
Yeah.
Is it any good? Airbrush and compressor set for 60 quid, and the cheapest airbrush kit on Amazon.
Man, you're not throwing in the right keywords for those random videos, man. Your keyword game is whack.
That's the thing that bothers me more than anything is the whole
keyword
tags,
stuff.
keywords.
Oh, the tags.
I just can't be bothered. I'm like, throw a video up and go, fuck, it's done.
Yeah, but like getting the tags right or wrong can like kill or make a video super successful. It is so flippant.
But apparently it makes no difference now anyway. You see all these YouTube, I follow vidIQ and stuff like that, and they're forever saying tags don't. Apparently, according to YouTube, tags don't matter.
Oh, that's bull. That's absolute bull. But actually, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore because it doesn't even matter if you are on the partnership program anymore. They'll run ads on your video. So
you don't get paid for it.
Yeah. So and by that, the bonus of being on the partnership program before was they will start running ads on your videos, and because they're running ads, they'll push your content, so you'll get seen more, and therefore you'll benefit. But because they're running ads on every video, they don't have to push anyone. They just don't. So
this is why content now, your content's got to be stronger.
Yeah.
Because you're not relying on YouTube pushing it. It's just YouTube wants people to put good content out so people stay on site for longer.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, I do fall down the rabbit hole on Instagram and YouTube on the little short videos.
I stay off them now because you can lose 2 hours doing nothing.
It's ridiculous. And half of it is just stupid stuff, and then the other half is girls shaking their booty. It's like, it's not even worthy content, to be honest. I'll tell you what, my favourite channel at the moment is Hot Ones.
Oh, see, I've done Hot Ones, and now I'm on to Cold Ones. There's really? 2 Australian guys.
Is getting leathered. Got to be about beers, yeah.
Yeah, they get absolutely leathered and do stupid stuff. It's 2 Australian guys. It's hilarious.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
They get absolutely steaming.
That sounds like my thing. I think I might have seen a video or 2 from them, actually. It sounds familiar enough.
And I watch a lot of car stuff as well.
Right, so we got distracted long enough. Let's get back to the chat, because we're not ignoring you guys. We're just having a good time. So aren't Pringles classed as cakes because of the level of certain ingredients? What kind of BS is this?
Well, you did try and make the donut argument, so I'm going to back it. I'm going to allow it.
Apparently, I'm a patisserie chef. I'll take it, right? Rogue Trader was a roleplay with a battle system, and now where is the roleplay gone? Well, you can still roleplay. They're really pushing the narrative bit, so you can have with Kill Team. It is quite a roleplay sort of thing with the scenario, but they still got roleplay games like the books and stuff. They still release that, well, from Fantasy Flight or someone like that. I can't remember. So fuck you fanboy. All right, Lupus, coming in with the spice there. Oh, there we go. My chat's just updated, and wow, that's a lot. Oh, we got David Filappi in here. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh, and Karen Commissar. Sorry, guys, wasn't ignoring you. The chat is only just updated, so I missed out on you lot joining in. Hope you're good. So where are we going? Where are we going with this? Hope I'm not too late. No, you're not late, mate. We're all good, man. Lupus comes in with, when I started Rogue Trader, the minis weren't even in blister packs. There were no packaging at all. You bloody kids. I know, we were spoiled, weren't we? And then Kev, use a Stanley knife or scissors. Bugger off. Right, who else we got? Oh, Nightbot's doing his job. That's cool. I do spend a lot of time filming, so it helps. I enjoy videography, so I get into that a fair bit. That's cool, man. I like recording, but the problem is I can never quite get the right lighting, the right focus. It's such a faff. It's yeah, I'll be arsed half the time. But once it gets started, I can't stop. You know, I'm a procrastinator by nature. Once I start something,
yeah, I am the same.
But it's getting terrible. It's getting started. I don't do painting tutorials. I make terrain, but I try to tell a story working. Yeah, I mean, I like your videos, man. Another one that does terrain videos well, bar the obvious, you know, Mr. Luke, is Nat1. He's done some really cool stuff. He did a dice tower recently, which was pretty cool. So I like that. People need long videos to watch while they're on the toilet. That's true.
Yeah.
But you know, they could just read. That would be better for them. I think the subject is what makes people click, making it interesting. Yeah, but it's hard getting the right balance on thumbnail and title. You know, that is an art in its own form, and I think a lot of people, before they even film anything, they just work on getting the title and the thumbnail right, and that's a whole faff. It is. So I keep mine simple now. I used to fill mine with so much information, like proper chalk. Oh god. Lupus says, I have a toilet list of peeps I watch because they give me the shits. Alright.
Cheers, man.
I love it. Must be all that spice you've been keeping in yourself as well, mate. You need to let it out a bit more. I love it.
It sounds a bit, he's letting a lot out.
Yeah. Eric's Workshop channel used to just tag his videos with iMovie. That would do it.
iMovie.
Yeah. Should tag everything Disney and Marvel. Right? It's Avengers. This is my Necron painting tutorial. I went to see Infinity War.
Just
what
proper
the fuck?
clickbaiting the life out of it.
Oh dear. Good, thanks, Kev.
See, I'm getting stuck in the planning phase more often than not now.
Planning?
That's my... Yeah, I plan videos out.
Plan them?
Yeah.
Like, do you actually write it down, or do you just...
I've got a notebook. I'm on to my second one now. I've got a notebook, or I'll have an idea and I'll just stop what I'm doing and write it on notes in the iPad all the time, like video ideas, and then I'll start fleshing them out and I'll kind of do a mini script of what I want to cover and when I'm going to go through it all, and it's become a whole thing.
Look at you, you pro. I don't fucking bother. I tried to do that. I tried to get into the swing of it, and I just couldn't be consistent with it. It'd just be.
But
a
now I
couple of
think I've got
bullet
like
points.
30 videos ready to film and like no time to film them. I've
Ah,
got so many ideas.
yeah. That's
I've got
what
a
I
re-
liked about the open format of the graveyard talks.
Yeah,
It was unscripted. It was waffling away, but it was stuff I wanted to talk about that I didn't have time to record anyway. So just walking on the way to work, puffing and puffing. You know, like poor audio, poor visuals, but who cares? You get the message. I'm a dick, but so are you. Let's
Yeah.
all be dicks together.
you don't like it, get one.
Yeah, and that was it, and it was good fun, and I had a lot of fun with that. I think I got too caught up in. I have the same problem with like starting projects. You know, I really want it. I got all the energy to do it, but it's getting started. When I was doing those walks, there was no, oh, I have to set camera up, I have to set lights up. It's going to take me an hour just to get all that right. And then I've got to work on getting the right camera angles and stuff. And then I've got to repeat what I want to say a few times in case I muff up the lines. I was just spitballing. And it was so refreshing.
Yeah.
So refreshing. And yeah, I think that style of video hasn't been around for a long time, and I think it needs to come back. One person who does it well though is Aeons of Battle. I don't know if you watch any of he every Monday he does a video, and it's just a few subjects that he wants. So he's obviously like put some bullet points down, but it's stuff that he's really passionate about, or he's had really passionate discussions about with his Patreon folk and stuff, and he can waffle on, and he's always so excited. He sounds so excited, and I love that. And it's contagious, really. And I wish I could do that. I just I'm not that high energy, really. I'm too chill.
I've not got any patience for the social media aspect. I'm barely on Facebook. I don't really do. I don't do Instagram. I don't do anything. Tonight, Andrew, I am finishing up some Gene Stealer cults from the original Kill Team box. That I'm getting finished up, ready to get on with the Blood Angels that are under my desk as we speak. I'm also getting fed up with Army Painter paints and wishing I'd have never agreed to use them.
Come on, man! Didn't you get the hint with my video?
I've had them for like 2 years.
Which
Army Painter
paint
sent them out to
system
me
was better, and you know that caused a shitstorm. So I'm not talking about individual paints. I'm talking about the paint system. Okay.
System.
So Army Painter paints are, you know.
Shit.
Yeah. They're cheaper for a reason.
I don't know. Like, I've got loads of Vallejo stuff, and I've heard good stuff about what are they? The Monument ones.
Right.
But I'm really reticent to go use anything other than Vallejo from now on.
Yeah. I just use what's available to me, and to be honest, the last 3 years it's just been in, you know, like magazine subscriptions. So, you know, the paints that I got are those paints.
Yeah.
But it's not to say I haven't used other paints in the past. I have. That's why I know that Army Painter ain't. I've never really used Vallejo, to be honest. I've like used 1 or 2 of their paints. But I'm not gonna go out and blast like £100 on a new paint range. I don't need, because I've got all the paints that I need. Sort of
the Army Painter sent me the full Mega Paint set out for free to see what I thought of it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and They're just not good. And I went, am I really going to do a video just saying they're absolute garbage? Don't buy them.
Mm.
I'm using them because I'm tight. But that's literally it. That's the only reason I'm using them.
I mean,
But the Vallejo stuff's really good. I've got a lot of their like special edition paint ones where they do their effects paint set is absolutely amazing.
yeah.
They do a rust. You get rust effects, blood, the verdigris, and chipping medium, I think it is. And there's like there's a white, a vomit white, and they are absolutely fantastic.
Vomit white.
Yeah,
Sounds nice.
I know.
No, that sounds cool. But I mean, yeah, it's a tough position to be in, especially if someone sends you stuff to review, and you feel like do I be honest or do I be a bit lenient?
I could be honest, but I don't really want to just make a video slating something just for the sake of doing it. And if you've not got anything nice to say, keep your mouth shut type thing.
Well, I mean, would you have any pointers for them to improve it? I mean, that's another thing, isn't it? What were the bits you didn't like, and how could they improve it?
Start again.
Start again.
But that's a conversation I'd be better off having with Army Paint and not on the internet.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think they need me to do a video slating the paint range because their other stuff, their wet palette's amazing. Plenty of the stuff that they have got is really good. The paint's just they always have been like second best.
It's tough, man. Especially because you do sort of, yeah. It's a tough position to be in when you're reviewing stuff. But I do think like if you are going to do a review, honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
You're not beholden to, giving them a good review just because they sent you stuff. You know, they're not buying your loyalty or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, got to stick true to yourself, you know.
I've got some other bits that I've had for a while. Some stuff from Warworld Gaming. Some terrain. This resin stuff. And this stuff's amazing. It's really good. But I've never had anything to do with it. So I'm building a mini board so I can teach myself how to play 40k. So there's my little story. Build a mini board, learn to play, use the terrain. And I've got some graffiti transfers from Green Stuff World to make it look nice. It's only going to be a tiny board. You know, for doing like the playthroughs in the Imperium.
Yeah.
Just for doing that. But because I kind of need to get a grip with some rules before I start going to play and actually having games and getting my ass kicked.
All part of the process, man. So spud.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've only been to one tournament before when I was 14, and I lost every single game. But because I had a laugh with all the people, and they were all older than me, like grown ups and stuff. Like because we just had a laugh anyway, we didn't take it too seriously. I ended up walking away with sportsmanship. Like that reward. I still got the little certificate, which was great. You know, like it's basically saying you are the best loser here, which is fine. I can deal with that.
There's nothing wrong with losing.
Yeah. As long as you learn from it, you know. So let's see. I keep getting sidetracked. Sorry, guys. So there we go. Where were we? Eric's workshop channel used to just take. All right, we got that. Yeah. Nice. Have not seen that one before. You not seen that one? I mean, if you've seen like Josh's stuff or Luke's stuff or anything from Elston, there's been some like team ups that they've done. So it's worth checking out. Is Travis in the creator Discord?
No, I am not. Is there a creator Discord? See, I just get left out of this
Yeah.
shit. People
I joined
like, fuck
that
Travis is a dickhead.
I joined that Discord years ago. Well, not years ago, but when I first started out, right? Because I got into contact with Luke when I was just starting out. I was like, yeah, give me some pointers and stuff. He said like, this is a Discord where you can get some help and stuff. And I was in it for like a week, and it sort of overwhelmed me, and I didn't feel like I was participating enough, so I just left it. And it wasn't until earlier this year I popped back in, and I just poke my nose in now and then just to see what everyone's working on and that. But they do like good collaborations and stuff, and there's lots of help.
This is where all these fuckers are doing collaborations. I'm just fucking Billy No Mates over here. Getting fucked off. I see how it is.
Well, you just got to talk to people as well. Like,
I fucking ring Luke 3 times a week. I'm just getting fucked up. I'm getting mugged off. Bunch of bastards.
Yeah, no, fucking
I see how it
get
is.
on it, man. Like, seriously, collaborations with Luke is liquid gold. It's crazy. You need to get on that, man. Get me a sneaky.
I go to his house all the time. I was like,
get me a sneaky collab as well with him.
have to get up north, won't they? Have to come up north.
I got wheels. Boomer power, awesome. Right, it says I am the same. I write down a plan for a video, script it, and even write down a short list. A shot list. Wow. Setting up is the worst. I have some semi-professional gear and it never ends. I want more lenses, more lights, more. Yeah. I know it spirals actually.
This has been the saving grace for me because I've got a light attached to my ceiling. I've got another light here that's I've not even got out tonight because there's no need for it. I've got my actual painting desk, my computer, and it all just stays where it is. I can come in, like I had to set my camera up because I took it out with me today, but I just come in normally and I can turn it on. I can just turn it on, it's plugged in, and away I go.
Yeah, having a fixed
I've got
spot,
a 4-foot slider.
it makes all the difference. I mean, I don't know how long you've been aware of my channel, but for like when it first started off, it was the utility.
You were under the stairs, weren't you?
It was the utility cupboard first. That was under the stairs. Then I kind of got pushed out of that into the space under the stairs, and then for a short stint, I was doing the road to Indomitus. So like I was trying to get all my Conquest stuff done before the Indomitus release. And it was 9 nights straight sitting outside on a fold out picnic table bench thing, all rickety and stuff, under the porch light, right? Being loud enough for the neighbours to. I mean, they didn't say anything, but I could tell from the glaring looks that they were getting peed off because I was streaming from. As soon as the guys' show finished, like I'd make sure like whoever who had the show on, their show finished.
Yeah,
I'd hop on after that, so it'd be like 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever, all the way into the early hours, trying to just put this stuff together and paint it out, drinking beer and stuff.
just living the life.
Living it, yeah, to finally get in my own corner, my own permanent corner. But it's moving again soon. Eventually, we're going to have the kids back in here. Because we've cleared out the utility cupboard now, so the wife can have some of her stock in there. Which means we can free up this room. I'm gonna be in the bedroom, but I'm gonna be in my corner, so you won't even know it's a bedroom.
Yeah.
She's gonna have the other corner of the bedroom for her little workspace and some of the stock, and then yeah, the kids will be in here hopefully, and yeah, that'll be the end of moving around the house.
That was my biggest thing, because if you've seen my videos, I have been in literally every room in my house. I've been in the living room, the dining room, in the bedroom. I've been in the walk-in wardrobe. I've just turned that into a small studio for a small while.
Yeah.
And now I've got my shed.
I've live streamed on the in-laws dining table. Hey, I even live streamed from an IKEA car park, so I think I'll win that.
Yeah. Me and Luke we got shouted at for filming in IKEA.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
The security guards were not happy. Not at all.
Recording the labyrinthine layout. That's why.
The IKEA in Leeds when we went to go and get his worktops for his studio.
Seriously, IKEA is such a genius place because they just know how to sell shit.
I hate it.
You never leave without stuff.
Yeah. Admit it, I went to IKEA
And the
probably
food.
3 weeks ago now, and they had no meatballs.
Nah.
They had none. And that's the whole reason I went. They had no meatballs. I was like, just disappointed. So I got a 50 pence hot dog and went home.
That's the thing though, the hot dogs are good, the donuts are good, everything's good there, man. I enjoy it. So right, let's see, back to the chat. I don't mind army paint or airbrush paints. I use them on my terrain projects and they work fantastic. I really like Vallejo and scale color 75. Also been using oils a lot more. If you like your paint range, then stick with it. I think the surprising thing with doing YouTube is the amount of companies that reach out to you. I haven't had anyone reach out to me. I haven't. No. I've had I was lucky, like with Garthy, for example, with his painting handle and his you know, like give a puck thing. Right, yeah. Which actually is quite handy. Like you don't need it, but when you got it, it's actually like it's kind of cool. Actually.
Yeah, you don't need it, but once you've got it, you won't be without it.
Yeah, and like I contacted him. I was just like, yeah, what's the best bundle to get? Because I want to get something. And he was like, yeah, I'll sort you out. I was like, it's great, man. And he sent me some extra. And I was like, awesome. So I had something for the raffle, which was a bonus.
Yeah.
And so for myself, and he was such a babe. He even like he's like, your channel colors are black and green, right? It's like, yeah. So okay, and he bought a whole spool of green resin specifically just to print out bits in green for me. That's freaking amazing. So yeah, I recommend Garthy definitely if you want an alternative paint handle, because he does the different rims for different systems as well. So if you like Marvel Crisis Protocol, there we go, I said it. He does the bases for that. He does the square bases as well. So if you're into the old fantasy stuff,
that's the next thing I need to get is a 3D printer.
It's I mean it's a luxury and it's a hobby in itself. But,
yeah,
they look good. If I didn't do this magazine thing and I just saved the money for it, in a year I could probably buy one. But then they're
not that expensive now. Like I've just got to not buy camera stuff for 3 months and then I can get one.
Yeah.
Like that's my biggest problem is not buying miniatures, it's buying camera stuff.
For me it's fast food. Takeaway. Drowning my sorrows in Big Macs.
Yeah, that's another one. And only parents understand that one.
Yeah,
because you get in, you're like, what we're having for tea? I don't know. And then there's the argument of what you have for. No one knows what they want for tea, or everyone wants something different. You're like, oh, fuck it, let's just get takeout.
Yeah,
and then before you know it, you've had takeout 4 nights a week.
I remember when I was a kid, like takeaway was such an event. It was such a rarity. Like even going to a McDonald's was a rare thing, right? And
yeah.
And now it's like it's too easy. And the amount of money you end up wasting, because for a takeaway you could have like a few meals, like a few nights meals. Like that's how much you end up spending. But it's so easy to spend that money, and you don't realize like how much I could have saved. Like we just
Oh
spent
yeah.
20 quid at McDonald's. Well, that was okay for you. Like one night's meal for 7 kids today is probably like 50 quid a pop. But
Well, like, we go to McDonald's, it's 50 quid.
yeah, for a
Fine,
regular
I'll spend
family
50
of
quid at
4
McDonald's.
like us, 2 little Happy Meals. The wife gets her bit, I get my bit. It's 20 quid, easy. But that's easily 3 nights meals at home.
Yeah.
And, we
But
could easily stretch that, but you know what I mean.
You are paying for convenience, aren't you?
Yeah, essentially.
And sometimes, like, especially when you were picking kids up, traveling like 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just worth it.
Yeah, it was so easy to fall into. And when the McDonald's started doing home delivery, that was it. Game over.
See, they don't deliver to us. See, the McDonald's for me is a treat now, but it's only McDonald's breakfasts. Like, I love a McDonald's breakfast.
Oh yeah, man. You got to go all the way as well. It's a double sausage egg McMuffin, extra hash brown, throw in some pancakes.
No, I have 2 double sausage and egg McMuffins, extra hash brown, a coffee, and an orange juice.
Oof. Is the orange juice to
Basically, just
wash
get
the
2
food
meals.
down and then the coffee to have after? Or do you have the juice after?
I have the juice after.
I
don't particularly. McDonald's coffee's not brilliant anyway.
No, it's bloody bitter and burnt, isn't it? It's horrible.
Yeah, like I'll get it if it's a last resort type thing.
Yeah.
But I really like my coffee as well. I've just done a bag of cat shit coffee.
Did you just say cat shit coffee?
Yes. For anyone who likes a coffee will know what I'm talking about.
Instant coffee.
No, it's literally the coffee beans are eaten by I think it's a civet cat in South America, but the body can't digest them, so they eat the coffee beans, shit them out, and then they cleaned. Honestly, it is the nicest coffee I have ever had.
That's messed up, man.
It is super messed up, but it is genuinely the nicest coffee I've ever had.
Saying that though, aren't macadamia nuts supposed to come from elephant poo? Like, because it's just the easiest way to get them. I think it's
similar sort of thing. They're all cleaned and everything. They're not like you don't get lumps of cat turd in with your coffee, but honestly, I would just like I'd heard about it and
it tastes like shit, but that's probably just the water.
I hear stuff, man. I get right into things really easily. So I'm like, I start drinking coffee, and then before you know it, I've bought all equipment. Like for a 250-gram bag of coffee, it was 20 quid. But it was delicious. It was the best coffee, genuinely the best coffee I've ever had.
And mate, absolutely. I tried. Like I never really was a coffee person. Just like I never really was a smoker or a drinker or anything like that. It just wasn't my thing. That's not to say I haven't tried smoking before. Drinking. Like when I was younger, I did drink a bit and stuff. But coffee is just naturally slowly got into my thing. But it's even then, it's still once in a while, once in a blue moon. I might have like people say it's a girly coffee, but if I'm in a cafe, I'll get myself a caramel latte.
Yes, it's not just me.
Because it's just nice. It's just nice to drink.
I don't care.
With like one or two brown sugars in there. It depends how sweet I want to be.
I don't need any sugar.
But it's just nice.
David Felipe, it is Kopi Luwak coffee. Yes, it is.
Boo.
But yeah, I do really like caramel lattes. That's all I drink. I go to Starbucks like 3 times a week because there's like 4 in Sheffield at uni. So before I go into lectures, I'm like, I need a coffee. Because there isn't any Starbucks in Doncaster, and I'm getting to the point now where I won't go to Costa anymore because the coffee sucks as well. I'm turning into a real coffee snob.
So you think Starbucks is better? It's just more expensive.
Starbucks is better. It is. It's better. It's either that or
The
people
illusion
at
is better.
Costa. No. The coffee tastes better. It's either people at Costa just burn the shit out of the coffee, or it's a better coffee blend.
Maybe.
I don't know which one it is, but it's one of those two things.
Maybe.
People at Starbucks generally don't fuck up the coffee. I've had a couple of bad ones, I'm not going to lie,
Yeah.
but 90% of the time they get it right.
Fair. Well, like I said, I'm not really a coffee aficionado. I'm more of a tea man. I like my tea.
I only drink tea at home because no one else can make a good cup of tea. I don't drink coffee.
16 years I've been with my wife. Not as like husband and wife, but we've been together that long, right? You think in that time she would have picked up all the lessons that I've taught her on how to make a cup of tea. She still does that really annoying thing, right? Where like she'll have the tea bag in there and she'll press it against the side. She don't stir it, she'll press it against the side a few times, then she'll put milk in, and then she'll press it a couple more times and then dump it. I'm like, did you even get any tea in the water whatsoever?
It's like, did you just introduce it? It's like tea bag, water, tea bag, and then put it back in cupboard.
Yeah.
Introduce them.
Sugar, tea bag, water. Brew it a little bit, stir it around a bit, let it infuse, yeah? Then when it's nice and dark, and you're starting, but just before you get that little film on the top, yeah, then you squeeze it out and toss it. Then you put just a drop of milk, just a drop, just to turn the colour. Job done. Don't want it milky, because then you get the farts, you know?
See, me. I told you I wouldn't like your cups of tea, because you've got to be able to taste everything. You've got to be able to taste the milk, taste the tea. They've got to work together. You're not just.
That's how I like it. I can taste the milk. I can taste the tea. I can taste the sugar.
I'm into oat milk at minute. I can't drink.
Oh, you fancy fuck.
It's costing me an absolute fortune.
Dude, does oats come with nipples? No, it doesn't. So how the fuck do you milk it, mate? Right? I don't see fields of oats just growing full of nipples just waving in the breeze.
Oat nipples. Check out my oat nips.
Oat milk. It's just, you just boiled some oats and then pressed it. That's it. You're just drinking the dust off of oats, essentially. That's not milk. That's a rip-off.
I was dead against it, and I'm like, my wife got into it, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna try oat milk," and I'm like, "Nah, I can't." I genuinely didn't like it, and then there were a tipping point, and she made me a cup of tea with oat milk, and I'm like, "Wow, this is delicious." And I don't know what happened, but there was a tipping point, and now I can taste how sour normal milk is in tea.
Yeah.
And it's really strange.
Actually, strangely enough, I don't know if it is just a long thing from COVID, but like, you know, before COVID and everything, like whenever you had a cup of tea that actually had milk in it in a flask with a sealed lid, like the longer it sat in there, the more garbagey it started to smell.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because the milk is just going a bit off. It's sitting there. But now I'll make a fresh cup of tea and it just smells a bit off now, and it's just like, I really fancy that.
Yeah, so
I've tried
big
almond milk. That's quite sweet, quite fattening. But yeah, I'm not a fan into these alternative milks. I might just give up milk. Really, fuck it.
But figure this out: I can still have normal milk on my cereal.
Oh, because cereal's different. You don't want to water down your cereal with stuff that makes the cereal, do you?
I love cereal. I could eat cereal like 3 meals a day. Honestly, I'm like a 6-year-old at times.
I'm a toast man. I can eat, like, back in my teen days. Me and my brother would eat like half a loaf of bread each,
Yeah.
like just buttered toast, nothing else. Coming straight from
But
school.
proper butter. It's got to be proper butter, not
Well, no, we'd have
margarine.
margarine or butter. It didn't matter. We'd just slap it on. But the
Oh
thing is,
no!
we'd make sure the toast is hot as it can be from the toaster.
Yeah,
Straight on the
so it
plate.
melts.
Slap it on, and then you get the nice puddles of it, and then like the little islands of unmelted butter or margarine.
Yeah, that's your little treat.
Smash that. Well,
Question for you: are you a fan of Marmite?
Yes, I love Marmite. I got introduced to that at a very young age, and it was always a weird, interesting flavor and texture, but I never hated on it. Always enjoyed.
See, I didn't get introduced to it till I was like in my 20s, I'd say.
That's
and that was
late,
the first time I had it. Yeah, and I had Marmite with butter on crumpets, a metric fuck ton of butter, and then Marmite on top, and it's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things now.
That's luxury, man. That's luxury. All right, so let's just quickly catch up on the chat again. Moving on back onto Nate's, he says, oh no, let's go back a bit more actually. So it's a big surprising thing with doing YouTube is the amount of companies that reach out to you. Yeah, again, I haven't had anyone reach out to me. Lupus says he's got a shitload of Citadel colour hex bottle paints. I think I've got a couple really dried out ones just in storage, just for lols. That he bought in the 80s. I have to say, 40 years later, I'm still using them and they're good. He also uses Vallejo Windsor Newton. That's madness, man.
How have you kept on to paints for that long?
He must have bought a whole box of them or something. Nate says you're an admin in the creator Discord. So he says message him on Instagram and he can get you an invite. I love that setup. Having lights attached to the roof. Truly is Kev's hobby corner. Yeah, man. This is like the small town I went to and KFC said they had no chicken. When they had the chicken shortage.
That were ridiculous.
You sell chicken and you got no chicken. Bastard.
You went from kind of Scottish to back down to Yorkshire.
And I brought it back, yeah. I told you, if I try it's a hit and a miss. A hit and a miss, it's a swing and a miss. Oh man, I'm butchering the bloody sayings as well. Says, the thing moved again. There we go. He's turned down a few things as well. Oh man. Because it doesn't align with the channel. I once had a company that sells caravans. Want an ad spot?
I'd have done that.
Yeah,
I'd have done the caravan. No, I'd have done it. I'd said, send me a caravan, and we'll turn it into a studio.
Yeah, but like like all those channels when they got like this episode has been sponsored by Squarespace or some stuff like that, But just a disclaimer: I'm not sponsored at the moment by anyone. If you wish to sponsor me, I'm open to negotiations.
Other reputable. You've got to go. Other website building platforms are available.
Exactly. But yeah, that's bad. That's don't ask kids what they want to eat. You tell them, or they get nothing. That doesn't work with kids these days.
No, it really doesn't.
I grew up in a big family, 9 siblings, and if we got KFC bucket meal, it was huge. We would think that we won the lottery. Yeah, man, I know what that's like. It's like a family event. The only time we ever got Chinese takeaway was when the whole family was round at my grand's, and it was a special occasion. And it was only because my granddad used to be a bobby, and he actually helped them out once when they had like a big thing go on, and like they always said, yeah, just like we'll give it to you half price forever, until they shut down like 20 years after that event, but it
After
was
he ran him out of business.
like, yeah, but it was still like a big deal, you know. And I remember like KFC, like that was a big thing, man. Back when you used to get the big family bucket, right, with
Yeah.
all the sides and a Viennetta, fucking Viennetta, mate.
Viennettas.
Yeah. Do you remember when they for a short while they were doing videotapes as well in the bundles, like movies on VHS?
Like you could get a movie night, yeah.
That was fucking awesome. So what we've got here? Stop eating fast food just after I worked in the trade. Too much knowledge is a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, I worked in Subway for 6 years, and I still eat Subway, even though I know like how that's all done. You know, like you just close that part of your brain while you chew.
It don't bother. I really don't care. Like, I will eat anything, and sometimes it's to my detriment. I'm not bothered where it comes from. Ear holes, arseholes. I'll eat. I don't care.
Sausages, then.
I genuinely like haggis. It's one of
Haggis.
yeah.
I've never tried it in my life, but it looks like absolute death. And yeah, I don't know if I could ever bring myself to that, man. You're a braver man than I.
I've got Scottish family, so it was one of the things that I were introduced to growing up.
Oh,
And
right.
I was kind of tricked into it, and it's one of those things you like. And I've done it to my kids as well. I'm like, try this. What is it? Just shut up and eat it. Tell me if you like it. Yes, I like it. Right.
That was rat sauce.
Yeah. I did it the other day to him with black pudding.
Oh, black pudding's lovely.
I'd never had it because I were always put off by the thought of it. And I got my big breakfast sandwich and I sit down and I'm like, oh, I should put black pudding, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this shit's delicious. I've been missing out.
Yeah, man. Throw it in a fry up. Banging.
And then I got my kids and they're like, what is it? I'm like, eat it. Tell me if you like it. And they're like, yeah, it's like a spicy sausage. I'm like, yeah, it's pig's blood. And they're like, what?
But it's fucking banging. It's lovely, man. Eat it with the beans at the same time. So...
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, this dude is actually going to be my second ever. What's the word I'm looking for? Commission paint job. The guy said he wanted the red one, so I'm painting it as a blood angel. So I'm really excited actually. Yes, I know I glued on the back. I don't care. I'm gonna still paint it well.
Do you want me to just send you this one I've already done, Kev? It's literally the same one you're doing.
What? I can't even see. It's all blurry, man. Hold it next to your face. There you go.
It's the same one.
That looks decent, but he wants gold trims and stuff.
Oh, it's got gold trim. It's literally done exactly how you want it.
Yeah. All right.
Just save you.
Yeah, just send it to me. You did. That's just have to pay postage, right?
I think your deal. I've got I'm looking at everything else. Like I think I'm literally nearing the point where it's starting to airbrush again, which is my favourite part. But have you got into the streaking grime yet?
Yeah, I've done all that. I actually did a while back now. It must be about a year ago. I actually tried doing Grimdark for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
Oh, just the camera. One of those bendy arm things. But yeah, there you go. Dude from the Silver Tower thing. Proper chopped him up, dented him, everything, put rust, streak and grime, the whole 9 yards on it. And it actually got featured on the Warhammer community Twitch stream thing as well, which was cool. That was a first. That was like ticked off the hobby list, bucket list. But I had so much fun doing that. And then I used it for other bits and pieces, and it's actually it's not bad. It's not bad stuff.
Yeah, I did it on this. I've done a full terrain set from Kill Team, and it just looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why have I not been using this longer?
Yeah, I wanna do a whole squad of Silver Templars, and just shade them with streak and grime. Like that'd be really nice. A lot of people are liking the cat shit coffee as well.
Yeah. See, I'm not on my own.
Death by coffee. Coffee is the sweat of the devil. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. There is no Starbucks here in Australia. We have some fantastic cafes though. Oh, that's interesting to know. No Starbucks in Australia. Maybe because the import fees are too much. They can't make profit off those margins.
I feel sorry for Australia because they get fucked with everything, don't they?
They do.
Like their exchange rate is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't help that like the economy is so at odds with itself because you got this really rich mining economy, and then you got everyone else. It's kind of like the odds of itself, so that throws the economy out a bit. And then because they're at the arse end of the world, no offense and all, like New Zealand's a bit further down, but I got family over there. I love them all.
I've got family in New Zealand, actually.
But yeah, it's a long way for everyone to travel, So it's just you buggered. That's it. Unless you start making shit yourselves, You got all that desert and swamp and jungle. Just bulldoze it all. Put some solar panels in and fucking build shit. Oh, Travis Reeves is in the chat. Wow. I'm not on Instagram, Nate.
Chat.
Drop me a message on Facebook. Oh, private chat, eh? Oh, okay. Not really adding to the conversation there.
You were mid sentence when I put that in there, and I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm a polite guest, so
that's all right.
Remember that.
Thank you.
Fucking ass.
Yeah, you won't have you back again, you bastard.
Hey, I told you, this is it. You're getting fucking mugged off. Bunch of bastards last year. Fucking bastards.
Bastard.
Bastards.
Travis, your Facebook link does not work for me. The link on your banner.
We've sorted all it out now.
Right.
I've just seen a message come up. He sent me a message on Facebook.
Cow's milk has pus in it. Yeah, that's true. Oat milk. Yeah, oat milk has pus in it as well. Yeah. Full cream milk for you. I usually go for eggs for brekkie. Vegemite on toast, melted butter. There we go. Vegemite.
Jam or marmalade.
Vegemite is a sad sort of replacement for Marmite, but it does.
It's a BTEC Marmite, isn't it?
Yeah, it does the job. Marge was invented to fatten up livestock, but the animals wouldn't eat it, so they served it up to humans as butter replacement. Ah.
It's one chemical strand away from being plastic as well, apparently.
True story. I love it. Marmite on crumpets, yes. Marmite equals cow's arse grease. Just Lupus coming in with the heat today.
He's just been like absolutely savage all night. Right, everything you say is wrong, Kev. Fuck you, Kev.
Yeah, fuck you, Kev. By the way, love what you do, but go fuck yourself. Big loves. He's just bought a huge box of paints with special offer. £100 was a huge hit. That's okay. 100 quid on paint. God, fuck off, mate. Bovril. Oh no. What? Why? Bovril. Just the name of it just sounds horrible.
It's just liquid gravy. It's just gravy. It's thin gravy.
It's just. I like proper gravy, not Bovril gravy. Or Bisto. Bisto would do all right, but you have to sit the meat in it for a bit with all the juices.
Bisto is just it's same again. I'm thinking of Oxo cubes, fucking
Oxo cubes.
really weak, thin gravy.
Yeah.
Like, your gravy's got to be thick.
Yeah.
And anyone that says anything other is wrong.
Yeah, you don't want it watery because it just sloshes around. You want it thick so that you can literally just pick up the skin and it will pick up most of the rest of the gravy as well in one go. And you just
Oh, you like gravy skin, don't you? Like to chill a bit.
No. I'm not a big fan of the gravy skin, but if it's on the plate, I'll still eat it.
Oh yeah, because you mix it in with your mash.
Mix it in, yeah. Just eat it. All right, so he's found you. That's cool. Don't hardly drink it though. Only seem to if a meal. Red and yellow one. Coming in with the red and yellow again. Go away. I need some more technical paints, layer pigments, and base paint. Pasties or pastes? There's pastes. There's no I in there.
Do you need spectacles?
Maybe, but no rust and grime. To be honest, both my parents and most of my family wear glasses. I'm 33 and I've never needed glasses, and I've got 20/20 vision still, as of my latest thing. I don't know. I think it's because I move my eyes around a lot. You know, I don't have them fixed on screens or books or anything too long, but I still use all those mediums.
Yeah.
Starbucks came here but failed. Oh. It failed in Australia. Okay, fair enough. Marmite is sad compared to Vegemite. I don't start that, mate.
Don't just stop. I'd say now, Nate, stop, because you're going to make a fool of yourself.
Exactly.
I like you, but you're going to say something you can't come back from.
Yeah, look, like I said before, right? You can disagree with us, right? And you can be wrong. It doesn't mean that we don't like you, but we'll
tell you you're wrong.
We'll just think a little less of you. So. Oh my god! Just camera everywhere. £100 was in the 80s, so it was a huge cost.
Wet.
Fucking hell, man! That's like dropping 400 quid now on paints. Making gravy from the fat of a roast is amazing. Yes, finally we can agree. You have to. My gran does the perfect roast, right? She'll cut the meat nice and thin. She'll get all the juices from the tray, put it in the big pan, put in the gravy, then she'll put the meat in it and let it simmer for a bit. So the meat soaks in some of the gravy, the juices get mixed in with the gravy, then she'll take the meat out, serve it out, and then pour the gravy into a jug and serve it. Fucking lush, mate.
I'm fucking starving. You said all that.
I know, like, so really am I now. Oh, I'm so hungry now. Anyways, it's pretty late. We don't normally go past 11 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, it's 11:45.
Yeah, I mean we've been having fun, haven't we? This is what happens when I have guests. I get carried away. The guests get carried away. We forget what time it is, and unless I kick my ass, I could do this all night.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Seriously, man, thank you so much for being on the show. I mean, we've only talked
been an absolute pleasure
here and there, and not consistently, but being able to hang out with you, just chat the breeze, and I've really enjoyed it, man.
It's been a genuine pleasure. It's been a laugh.
Yeah,
and it's what I mean, to being able to sit and talk to someone and have a conversation for more than. But I'd say that I do this on the phone. I'll talk to Luke for 2 hours on phone.
Yeah.
So it's nice to talk, just like sit and have a conversation and just talk about shit.
Yeah, man.
I think a lot of people have missed out on that with COVID and everything, so it's been good. Yeah.
I can't wait for the December meetup. I'm looking forward to it.
Where is it?
I think it's going to be at Warhammer World.
Are we doing it at Warhammer World?
I think so. It's in the Pickle Jar
in
Discord. Yeah. So, just hop in and it'll be on the events thing. Speaking of Discords, I have got one almost set up. Finally, I know it's been a long time. I actually created one like 18 months ago. 18 months ago, I created it, and then I did nothing with it because I thought, oh fuck, this is going to take a lot of time to sort out, and I'm going to have to learn this whole new thing. So it's been sitting there for a long time, but yeah, I don't know. The thing is, Fauxhammer's got a great one. Chilling Wargamers is a good one. The Pickle Jar's got a really active one.
Yeah.
I feel like my Discord isn't really going to add anything or provide anything too different apart from myself.
The exact same thing. It's like, is there any point?
Yeah. But it's good for keeping everything together, you know. So instead of being Instagram here, Facebook there, Twitter here, which I fucking hate Twitter. It's,
I don't do social media. I'm the shittest YouTuber ever. I'm like, fuck it.
If you find me, well done.
Well done. If you found me, you are fucking searched through some fucking an awful amount of shit to get to me.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Anyways, so have you got anything to plug? Have you got your channel and all that? I mean, like I said, the link is in the description below. So go ahead, man.
See, the proper YouTuber will put the link in the description below. I won't. Come and watch a video. There might be one soon. It might be in a month. I don't know. This is what you get with me, and I'm not gonna you'll get a video and you'll be like, wow, that's really good. And then you might wait 3 months for another one. So, but Kev already knows this. It's just, it is what it is. I've got loads of stuff to do. We've got Corn Dragon coming up that I'm going to Luke's to do something with that.
Nice.
I've got a little mini gaming table I'm doing, but when you'll get to see it, I'm not 100% sure. But you will get to see it eventually.
Mate, excellent. There we go. So yeah, go check him out. His channel is self-named as well, Travis Reeves. Easy to find. If you don't want to click the link, but yeah, click the link after I've finished the show as well. By the way, that's pretty important.
Yeah, don't disappear just yet. Stay till the end.
But anyways, I want to say big thank you.
Fucking you, Boomer, in a minute, Lopez. I'm one of those dangerous millennial fuckers.
Yeah,
I can do it all. I just choose not to.
Oh, but what kind of millennial are you? There's different shades of millennial.
I am that. I'm the angry bastard in the middle. 85. We know enough of the past, and we were there for all of the new shit. We're gonna fucking tear the place down.
All right, so on that bombshell, once again, thank you so much for being on the show, mate. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I'd love to do it again anytime,
Definitely.
mate. And to the people in the chat, once again, if you enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, share it, throw down a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the show, what you think of Travis. Hit his link as well. Go check him out. He's an absolute star. And if you want to help support the channel, there's so many ways to do so. You've got all the affiliate links in the description below for the magazines and the hobby supplies. If you want to donate, you've got the Streamlabs link. You can join the Buy Me a Coffee membership as well. As little as £2 a month, you get some awesome perks as well. And unlike with Patreon, they don't take a cut. It's just a PayPal fee, and that's it. And that's paid by me. It's not paid by you guys. So everything else that you donate, or if you join a membership, goes straight into the channel. So it's an absolutely beautiful way of doing it. And yeah, big love to you all. And I hope you stay safe, stay beautiful, and you have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget, Monday we're going to do the playthrough with this little beaut as well. So issue 8 at 9 PM on Monday. It's going to be a good one. So yeah, thank you so much. Big love to you all, and peace. And now I need to put polka music on. Just to save the bandwidth, I actually closed Epidemic Sound. Just so oh, where's my polka? Polka. It's a crowd pleaser. I have to. It's tradition now. Like the last dab. Oh fuck, that's loud. La la la. I love it. I love it, man. It's been amazing, man. Yeah, man. Goes quick, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I've just enjoyed every minute of it. Also, everyone can hear what you're saying still. Can't wait till the music finishes, man.